Good evening. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Friday, and you know what that means. It's time for SciFridays. As always, I'm your host, Paul. And as always, we are brought to you by RU Game, the best comic book, collectible, magic, video game, toy, media shop located at 124 North Sunset Drive, Pickle, Ohio, 45356. This week I decided to mix it up a little bit. I do 4 episodes, do this, do that. And I'm always bringing you stuff that we've already aired. Or not already aired, but continuous stuff we've aired. I'm going all out. I'm throwing caution to the wind. I'm bringing you 3 shows. None of them I've aired before, ever. And I'm more brisket, so this may go south, and I may not be able to even air this episode. So we're going to try to get this one past YouTube. And the first up, we have StarCops. StarCops came out in 1987, ran 1 season. I say 1 season, but it didn't even run 1 season with 9 episodes. Took place in the far-flung year of 2027. So in just a handful of years, this will be going on. And so I'm bringing you StarCops, episode 1, and this is Instinct for Murder. Enjoy.
Like the ripple on the water sends a message to the shore, so I know forever after I will miss you more and more. It won't be easy. No, it won't be easy without you. No, no. In the shelter of the moonlight, in the shadow of the sun, in the silence that's eternal, days are passing one by one. It won't be easy. No, it won't be easy without you. No, no, it won't be easy. No, no, no.
Freeze frame. This drowning, Brian, have you reviewed it?
The post-mortem findings were retained, sir.
Have you looked at the tape?
You want me to take another look?
Rewind and play.
You want me to take another look?
Well, he didn't drown there, presumably.
Well, there's a breeze. He'll likely have drifted.
What do you think?
We'll see what the machines say.
Damn the machines, Brian. What do you say?
Well, there's not much to go on, is there? Well, not yet, anyway.
Not until the machines have run the probabilities, eh?
Why keep a dog and bark yourself?
Barking was all we'd given up. There'd been no problem.
So what do you think?
What do I think, Brian? I think I want this one investigated, Brian. Whatever the machines say, Brian.
I thought you were going to say that. Sir?
You're late. Luckily, so's the midday shuttle.
I've been doing my StarCop routine. There's been another death.
I saw the report when I came on. Suit failure.
Yeah, old Enzo Frescotti this time.
He wasn't a bad bloke for an Italian.
I think it's happening too often. Don't you think so?
Oh, I leave it to you. Can men of our profession worry about things like that? May even be sacrilegious. Well?
If God did not want him sheared, he would not have made him sheep. Well, it's from the Magnificent Seven, and it's a rule infringement. Incomplete speech. 10 bonus points to me.
This is the space station Coral C, a development of the Allied Pacific Consortium. How may I help you?
Look, connect me with Inspector Pal Kenzie, StarCop office, will you?
My feeling is if you're going to connect with a colleague, connect with a pretty one.
She's got a lot of service in.
That's what I'd heard.
Inspector Paul Kenzie is unavailable at present.
God damn it.
You have an alternative.
That you can discuss with the reception computer.
Look, put out a general call for it, will you?
I will need authorization.
Police Authority, Inspector David through Eurostation Charles de Gaulle, huh?
Processing.
You really are worried, aren't you?
I don't like the way that suit failed.
Well, don't imagine Enzo Frescotti was exactly thrilled, but these things happen, David. It's the law of averages.
I don't trust laws that I didn't get to vote for.
This better be important, Theroux. I had to fold 3 queens to come to a screen.
Death rate from suit failure.
What about it?
So what are your figures like at the moment?
Are you serious? You interrupt the first winning streak I've had in months to ask me that.
Look, some of us are on a losing streak, Kenzie. Are your figures up or down?
Down. They have been for a while.
What does your computer make of that?
Nothing. The death rate on Moonbase and all the orbit stations is constant.
Yeah, that's what ours says, but we keep losing people.
You've had another death?
Yeah.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
It's a little more permanent than folding 3 queens.
Same principle, though.
Look, we're being jerked around, Kenzie.
I doubt that, Theroux. Nobody jerks me around. Hey, listen, have you heard anything about that commander's job yet?
Look, I'm not interested.
So you don't know who's on the shortlist then?
Are you?
I didn't even get an interview.
Oh, you mean you did apply?
You're damn right I did. I don't do StarCop duties for love. I do them for money. And that job's worth a lot of...
Doesn't pay that well.
Yeah, well, maybe most elected officers, but how many poor politicians do you know?
Eurostat, this is Euroshuttle 7.
Look, I gotta go. I'm on backup.
Eurostar 7, this is Eurostar.
Yeah, well, listen, if you do
We
hear
aimed,
anything,
please.
let me know.
Another change of
Maybe we
policy.
can pull a few strings.
I don't think they should use cretins to fly those things.
If God didn't mean us to be
Wake
crickets,
up,
he wouldn't have
mate.
given us computers.
Suit failure could be the least
Do you
of
wanna
your
check
problems
yours now,
if they
or
give
keep
us
your
some
eyes
idiot
closed
with
and-
slogans where his brain should be.
Euroshuttle 7 inbound on green 2. Confirm clear board.
Euroshuttle 7, this is Eurostat. We have you inbound on green 2. Your estimated docking is 12:17.
That's what it says here, all right.
The problem is there's no evidence to support you. All the evidence supports the machine's assessment that it was an accidental drowning.
With respect, sir, the machine is the evidence.
Oh, come on, Nathan, that isn't true.
Well, it decides what evidence to accept.
And I decide what assessment to accept. I'm accepting the machines. I think you and I should have a meeting, Nathan, in my office, as soon as you can get here, right?
Bastard. Box,
Yes, Nathan.
book my table at the Lotus Garden, will you?
For 2?
Yes. Contact Lee. Arrange for time for me to meet her there.
She prefers you to do these things in person.
Well, be abrupt. She'll never know the difference.
Very well. Processing is underway. Processing is underway.
Yes, I heard you.
I'm here, Nathan. You were thinking.
Shut up, Box.
I can't authorize a full murder inquiry on the face of a computer projection like that.
The machine's wrong.
The budget won't stretch to backing your hunches, Chief Superintendent.
What the hell do you pay me for?
Well, certainly not to waste your time second-guessing the computer. And particularly not when it comes up with a probability of accidental death that's as close to
certain. There's anything the Accounts Committee could hope for.
What's your caseload at the moment? Anything you can't leave?
Leave?
For the time being.
I'm sorry, sir, I don't understand.
What do you think? It's new. It was on the expensive side, but it had to be tuned to my particular brainwave pattern.
Oh, I can't see that being very expensive. The technology should be simple enough. What's it for?
It's supposed to reflect my mood.
You're feeling bucolic?
Relaxed. I'm feeling relaxed and happy.
Oh, I see.
No, Nathan, I don't think you do. I have some news for you. That job with the International Space Police Force.
Hasn't that been filled yet?
Now, I realize, we all realize, that you applied for it as a way of testing the water. As a way of finding out what you were worth. And reminding us, if we needed reminding, that you're not ready to settle in the particular niche in which you find yourself. Now, I can understand that.
Seems reasonable that you should, sir. It was your suggestion that I apply.
Was it? I don't remember.
Oh, yes, you were quite insistent, as I recall.
It was in your best interest.
So you do remember?
I've just been notified. You're on the short list. Congratulations.
Short list?
And I shall use all the influence I can muster to ensure that you get that job.
That's very kind of you, sir, but actually I don't want that job.
Yes, you do, Nathan. Of course you do.
I'll withdraw my name straight away.
Not a good idea. A very bad idea, in fact.
Why?
Well, in the first place, you're the only Brit left. It wouldn't look good to pull out before the final adjudication.
Well, I didn't realize it was an event in multimedia sport. Tell me, do I wear a sponsor's logo?
And it carries a rank that you're very unlikely to reach down here. Commander, International Space Police Force. Got a certain ring to it?
A fairly hollow ring given a force of 20 so part-timers, unaffectionately termed the StarCops.
That was a cheap journalistic jibe.
Stuck, though, didn't it?
They need someone like you to shake them up.
Somebody who's never left Earth before.
Spacemen are 10 a penny, Nathan. What they need is a good copper.
Fine. Why don't you go up there?
Out there.
I'm sorry?
I understand the expression is out there, not up there.
I believe the expression is no thank you, sir.
Detective Chief Superintendent Spring, you will attend the final round of interviews and tests. You will not withdraw your name. Assuming, of course, that you wish to continue in your present career. Do I make myself clear?
It would appear so, sir.
Nathan? Nathan? Time to go, Nathan.
Yeah.
Time to go, Nathan. Or you'll have no time for your dinner date with Lee.
I heard you.
You didn't respond.
Has Hanson finished his bullying assignment yet?
His report is in your data file.
What about Langley?
Also awaits further instructions.
Anything from Lincoln yet?
He has gone to interview the widow, as you instructed.
Good. Well, let me know when he reports in.
Very well.
You managed to book my usual table at the Lotus Garden?
Yes. There was no difficulty. It is not a popular restaurant.
You're a cheeky sod, Box. Maxim Gorky, this is Control. I have a green board. All systems confirm automatic. I trust all your lads are back on board. Any problems? Now's the time to speak up.
No problems, Control. See you next month.
Have a nice day, comrades.
You know they hate to be called comrade.
I thought have a nice day would be an irritating touch, too. And while we're on the subject of irritation, I'm getting irritated doing two men's jobs for one man's money.
This is important.
I wouldn't mind if it was something really important, like sex. It's covering for your secret life of illicit detection that I object to.
Oh, so you took it out on the Russians, huh?
Not especially. I was just reminding them what good old-fashioned capitalism's all about.
All right, I'll buy it.
The customer's right to be gratuitously abusive.
Mustn't be nice to the backpack serviceman.
I should think not. Besides which, their stuff seems to have been a little less than totally reliable recently.
Huh. This lot seems okay so far.
Well, she wasn't exactly grief-stricken. But if that was a crime, half the widows in the world would be under arrest.
And 2/3 of the widowers.
Close the file and get on with something else then.
What was the reaction when you turned up at the house?
Well, she was surprised. And she didn't think we made house calls anymore. But embarrassing, really.
Why?
Well, because we don't.
Brian, you can't tell they're sweating unless you can smell they're sweating.
I was the one who was sweating.
What about the fella?
Who?
The drowned man, Brian, the drowned man.
He had a very strict routine. He never varied it, apparently. Everything to a timetable.
Well, no wonder she wasn't grief-stricken. What about the house?
What about it?
Any sign of the husband?
I'm sorry.
Well, he must have left some mark on the place as well as on the woman. I mean, was he a big eater? Was he a drunk? Was he a sports fanatic?
He was a collector.
Ah.
Antique timepieces. The widow seemed to think that was rather appropriate. He must have had a lot of nice stuff once.
Once?
There were a couple of empty display cases. They looked as though they had those little clockwork pocket watches in them at one time. You know, sort of thing. People wear them.
Well, why were they empty?
I don't know.
Find out, will you?
I thought this case was supposed to be closed.
Oh, listen, you'll need to speak to the partner as well.
Didn't the commander...
Yes, just get on with it, Brian, will you?
Very well, sir, but if the
Yes,
commander
do as you're
finds out
told.
about this,
Screen
it's
off.
my neck.
Well, why do you think the man was murdered?
Oh. Maybe because the machine thinks he wasn't.
Not very rational.
Well, the beginning needn't be rational. Just as long as the end is.
You know, it's starting to sound as though you're selling instinct the way your dad used to sell computers.
You mean because my dad used to sell computers?
The Freud of the fortune cookie, that's me, huh?
No, I always remember what he used to say about the old chess computers. He reckoned anyone could beat them if they grabbed the simple notion that the machine could never resist a deliberate sacrifice. Your food okay?
I don't like this restaurant much.
Well, you never said.
Not important. What are you going to do about the case?
I've already done it. I've assigned Brian Lincoln.
First orders.
I care.
Yes, love, you do.
You know, I really thought you liked this place. So much for instinct.
I was talking about professional instinct.
Is there a difference?
You saying it's just a policeman I've been sleeping with all these years?
You thought I bought those handcuffs especially?
I turned down the promotion today.
You definitely made your mind up then.
I was under the impression we both had.
Well, did I get a formal caution?
What?
It's just a joke.
Your timing's all to hell, love. Are you trying to tell me you've changed your mind? You're not ready for the homemaking bit yet? Is that what this is all about?
Is this what is all about?
If we're going to have a family, Nathan, it's got to be soon.
Can't we finish eating first?
Not funny.
I just thought if we're not coming back here.
Oh, they all look good to me. Complete blank.
Do you have any idea what you're looking for?
Not really.
Oh, damn it.
That's $1 you owe the fund.
That doesn't count.
It's floating loose.
How do you know?
Because you always say damn it when you let something go.
Do you know what I miss?
Eating with a knife and fork.
Do you ever get the feeling we've been out here too long?
Chief Superintendent, you've been a policeman for 22 years. You've reached your present rank faster than you would have done in any other force. What do you put this down to?
Caution?
You're cautious?
No, ma'am, it would appear the other forces are.
A realistic attitude. Unfortunately, it is something the development program sadly lack. Don't you agree, Chief Superintendent?
Oh, I always try to be agreeable, sir.
Representative Henderson's contribution has always owed more to political ambition than to realism.
Unlike you, Frau Muller, I was elected to office.
It is fortunate that the Russians and the Americans declined to be heard here, or we might never finish our business. Maybe proceed.
Tell me, Chief Superintendent Spring, how do you feel about the waste of resources the endeavor represents?
The StarCops?
No, space exploration.
Oh. Yes, well, I suppose it is rather expensive if all we're going to be is tourists. But then where the hell else to send the man who's been everywhere?
It is the last great adventure. The problem is that at the moment it is administered by fools, charlatans, and rogues.
Well, my concern is with the rogues, sir. The fools and the charlatans I leave to your profession.
Sehr gut. The acclimatization trials. Do you have any preference about which space station to visit?
Anything within commuting distance of London?
The German candidate has indicated the European station would be a logical choice.
Well, I wouldn't presume to argue with German logic, Mum.
Out there, you get very few chances to make mistakes. How would you view that?
With unbounded enthusiasm.
I shall make the necessary arrangements, Chief Superintendent. And in the meantime, I suggest you pay serious attention to the astronaut training. It is intended to fit you for a hostile environment.
I'll try to remember that.
Maybe have the Tokyo link, please. Thank you, Chief Superintendent.
Some days, try as you will, nothing goes wrong.
I heard you were offered to the White Blue yonder. I envy you.
Yeah? I wish I shared the general enthusiasm.
Oh, the last great adventure?
Well, there's just a little too much emphasis on the word last for my taste.
You want me to go in your place?
No. No, you might be too enthusiastic, end up getting me the job. Well.
You really don't want it?
I always preferred Sherlock Holmes to Dan Dare. So what did you find out from the dead man's partner?
You loaned the wife some money.
The computer guy told you that.
In cash.
An illegal transaction?
Black market timepiece, you reckon, for the husband's birthday.
Did you check it?
She paid the money back.
Chief Superintendent Spring, please desist from conversation.
Have you ever noticed that medical computers speak the language particularly badly?
I'd better go. We don't want to upset it.
It's just a machine.
It's probably got a nasty way of checking the results it's not sure of.
It's just prescribing pre-flight medication. Now, what could be so terrible about checking that?
So, can I close the file now?
The answer has got to be at that link.
You know, sooner or later, someone's going to find out I'm investigating a crime that probably didn't happen.
The man was murdered. You get back to the lake and you get me the proof.
Please give a subjective indication of the level of your nausea.
Most of it's in my lap.
Language like that doesn't help anybody, Mr. Spring.
It helps me.
Not in the long run, sir. Why don't we just try it again?
Why don't you just... Wait a minute, when I try it again.
Out there, remember, you can fry and freeze or boil to mush.
Is it necessary to drown me as well?
Is there anything I can get you, Chief Superintendent?
Are we beyond parachute range?
I'm afraid so, sir.
And that's a police office, not a whole lot of privacy, I'm afraid.
All the stations provide these?
It's part of the agreement which set up the force. The real trick is to be able to fly and chew gum at the same time. Otherwise, you'll find $1.
job could end up costing you money.
Can't afford disorder in this sort of environment.
Well, not of this price.
Can you get direct communication with that?
Via the station traffic center.
Well, not direct then.
Everything's routed through there. You want to take a look?
Well, yes. I pay for the 10-cent tour. I wouldn't want to miss anything. Besides, there are probably bonus points for vomiting in the traffic center. More tourists?
This is the Communications and Traffic Control Center. I spend most of my duty time here.
This is where the crime is to be found, perhaps.
Well, we do our best to be entertaining, especially as we seem to have developed into a sort of weightless theme park.
Yes, well, I'm as happy to be here as you are to see me, believe me.
Oh, don't tell me the romance of space has passed you by.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
The chief superintendent is sick to his stomach.
Well, if it's any comfort, it doesn't get any worse.
Ah, it's no comfort.
Pity the same problem hasn't afflicted our visiting VIP.
VIP?
He once warm and wonderful human being, no doubt, emotionally crippled by a lifetime of thrashing himself with wet birch twigs.
Oh, Henderson.
Oh, you've met him, I can tell.
Well, not in the flesh.
Well, I've had that pleasure.
Is he serious?
We find his grasp of the subject exciting.
I find nausea and disorientation enough excitement for the moment, thank you.
European Parliamentary Representative Lars Henderson, self-made zillionaire, self-appointed guardian of the public purse and all-around nice guy, surpasses them effortlessly.
Translated, that means he doesn't much like the way we do things here.
My feeling is they made a mistake with his heart transplant and gave him an armbit.
Well, just because they gave him your lousy sleeping quarters, huh?
You know he plans to go float about?
Jesus.
Well, how dangerous is it?
Depends on the training you've had. Right now, the possibilities of a disastrous fiasco look distinctly promising.
Oh, come on. Not even our losing streak would be that bad, huh?
Speaking personally, I wouldn't want to bet my life on that.
Is there a particular problem at the moment?
Obviously. What is it?
The backpacks. They're the working parts of the spacesuit. They provide the air, they control the temperature, the waste elimination, the mobility jet.
Yeah, if you think of the spacesuit itself as keeping you in and the vacuum out, the backpack does everything else.
Exactly. Except that lately ours don't.
Meaning?
People die.
Oh, it's no mystery. I keep telling David it's no mystery. Backpacks need regular servicing. The Russians do it.
For everyone?
Yes, it's a big business.
They're getting bigger all the time.
And that's the problem. They're starting to have trouble coping.
You don't think so?
Look, I think there's more to it than that. Something wrong with the way our computer's responding to what's happening. It's just a feeling, huh?
You should watch those fittings. You know they can get into trouble professionally.
So, based on what the doggone told me about the victim's
Morning.
swim,
sorry.
I checked
No, it's all right.
the
Come in,
times.
come in.
Coffee?
And
No, thank
you
you.
were right. There is an anomaly. Now, according to the computer, the body couldn't have drifted to where it was found. And on the day of the death, our dogger never got to the lake. He was helping some stranger who got lost. It could have been a diversion, I suppose.
Must have been.
Unless
I
you're
still
a
don't
lot of
understand why the
coincidences.
body would have been left in the shallows. Report ends.
I would have thought that was obvious.
Not to me, it isn't.
Still, well done, Brian. So, what's on offer for our last day?
Ah, a rare treat. The last great adventure. The all singing, all dancing Lars Henderson float by.
You're not expecting me to go out with him, are you?
Ah, hell no. But I thought you might like to watch.
Oh, yes, I'd love to.
Why was that body left in the shallows, huh?
Well, I'm assuming that it was a professional hit and a major element was the need to fool us. I mean, they had to fool our computer.
I don't see the connection.
Well, in a hostile environment, the machine is preconditioned to expect accidents.
Well, by the law of averages, people get killed.
Uh-huh. That going for you set it up so the death must appear as an accident and be possible enough for the machine to rule out any further investigation.
I know the clue is there somewhere, but I'm afraid I missed it.
Yeah, well, it's quite simple if you start by assuming that you know you're looking at murder. So with the body, what you've got is an accident, but without the body, what you have is a disappearance.
So you would have investigated a disappearance.
Exactly, it's that simple.
We're talking about Henderson.
And that deadly.
We are talking about Henderson.
All right, smartass. Are they out yet?
They're on the move now.
15 minutes to maximum. Better warn them.
Francois, this is control. You have 15 on my mark.
Well, that's the big
mark.
Merci, control.
Mr. Henderson, did you copy that?
Mr. Sarlo.
Mr. Henderson, in 15 minutes or less, you must begin the return trip to the hatch. This is control. Acknowledge, please.
Jesus, not again.
What has happened?
This is control.
I think it's a suit failure. It looks like he's out of oxygen. Blue alert, blue alert. Main
This is control. Get to Henderson as fast as you can. We think he might be in trouble. If I ever get you 10, he's dead.
And we're all in trouble.
Henderson, this is control. Respond, please.
To ongoing controversy over costs, the tragic death of this popular politician is bound to add questions about the safety and administration of the European space program, and indeed space exploitation in general. The Trade and Aid Pact with the Soviets will probably be an immediate casualty. But as of now, the whole future of the ESL in particular could be said to be hanging on a knife edge. Meantime, for the StarCops, those much criticized lawmen of the New Frontier, help is at hand. Career Detective Nathan Spring, a 41-year-old Englishman, is to take over the investigation of the Lars Henderson tragedy. He has total backing to do whatever it takes to get results, and informed sources interpret this as meaning he is going to, quote, unquote, kick ass.
What? It was a completely unauthorized statement.
Well, so issue a denial.
Listen, Nathan, this Henvorsen thing is a problem.
Yes, I know. I was there.
Which is what makes you the obvious person to investigate.
Well, what about the other fella? He was there as well, you know.
He'll get his chance. If you fail, he's next in line.
How come I'm head of the queue?
Just lucky, I suppose.
If I turn it down?
It'll look bad on your record.
Almost as bad as if I screw it up.
Worse.
What happened to the screen?
Nothing. It's on manual override, that's all.
Oh, manual override is. Well, of course, it was a bit like having a wall-sized lie detector.
That son of a bitch.
One-word clues don't count. Give me the year, the star, and the director.
No, take a look at this.
Report to Detective Chief Superintendent Spring. Looks like that newscast was right. It's bum-kicking time, and you're up.
You know, why me?
You're the cop on the spot.
Thanks.
Oh, listen, I won't say I told you so, but you heard it here first, remember?
I don't see how I can be held responsible for what happened to Henderson.
Spring looks like a hard man to me. He's the sort who'll knock all your teeth out and then kick you in the stomach for mumbling. The long goodbye?
Big sleep.
You sure? Long goodbye's more appropriate.
Any connection between the deaths apart from the extreme environment?
Look, the computer couldn't find one.
No, except that they were suit failures,
You can get all of this from the ESL computer, you know.
Yeah, well, I don't want it from the computer, Inspector. I want it from you. What about the other stations?
They have failures.
As many?
Some do, some don't. Look, year on year, the statistic doesn't change, huh? Overall, the percentage of suits that develop failures is constant.
Well, that's how the computer sees it. What about the people?
I beg your pardon?
Christ, man, I'd find it hard to be philosophical about the failure rate, however constant that might be, if my life depended upon this.
Oh, well, there was some pressure brought a few years back. The Russians undertook to improve the quality control standards.
And?
And you can't make any system perfect.
No. In fact, the failure rate remained constant, didn't it? If not, very slightly worse. What was the reaction then?
That the purchasing people were probably on the take.
Corrupt officials accepting substandard equipment?
Yep.
But no one complained.
Who the hell were they going to complain to?
You.
Me? You're not serious.
Well, that is what the police are normally for.
Yeah, but we're not normal police, are we?
No, you're paid more for one thing.
I see. Look, how long are you going to poke around in that thing looking for clues, huh? Should I play boy detective too, or do I just watch? I mean, I want to give value for money.
I'm not looking for clues. This is part of my training.
Look, I'm sorry, but I thought I was going to get blamed.
Coffee?
I don't know what I thought.
What's an American flight engineer doing on a European station?
Just trying to make a living.
Where there's living, there's policemen. Hey, Inspector Theroux. One of nature's rules. Box?
Yes.
Have you accessed that Russian data I asked for?
Playback is available.
Right then. You resigned from the American space program.
Did I? Is this a standard issue with your outfit?
Not on our budgets.
Well, then how you come by something as expensive as this?
I'm a wealthy executive. Look at these figures. Now, if they're accurate, then that failure rate should be zero, nearest, damn it.
But it's not. 2% of those suits develop faults the same as they've always done, and people are killed.
Only 2%. Well, it's ironic if they've reduced it enough to let someone stage accidents wherever they choose, without alarming the computers.
You think that someone could be killing people to make it look as though the suits are failing? Why, for Christ's sakes?
To get the servicing contract away from the Russians. Is it profitable?
Could be.
Especially if the right palms were greased in the purchasing department.
You know, it's never really occurred to me before, but is that how you do your purchasing?
Tend not to get propositioned when they know you're with a policeman.
Yeah.
So, murder for profit.
Yeah. And no reason to stop until the Russians lose the contract.
Or have you thought it could be political, too?
We're on a crusader for capitalism.
Or someone with shares in the confrontation commodities. There's money in wars, even cold ones.
Yeah.
Is your food all right?
Yeah, it's terrific. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lee, look, I am sorry. I forgot to tell Box that you hate this place. Forgive me, I really am very sorry.
You haven't said what you brought me here to say. You put it off long enough, Nathan.
You haven't asked me about the Henderson case.
I didn't see why I should make it easy for you.
Well, look, Lee, the reason I've been assigned... You see, why...
I tried to call you while you were out there. You made the shortlist.
Yes.
Seems everyone knew except me.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt you.
Nathan?
It's a lousy basis for a relationship, love.
Yes, Box.
The item you asked me to watch for is on WNB
There didn't seem to be any point. Excuse me, could I have WNB in here, please? I mean, I had no intention of getting the job. I still haven't.
And the case?
Excuse me. Now, please, it's important. Look, I can't turn it down if I do. My job is on the line.
Imaging the statement of the fact
We
that
have
the
a more
technician
immediate...
has been identified.
Do I
and
move
returned
out
to
of my
Earth to await
place and
trial.
move in with you or not?
She was the one responsible for servicing the spacesuit which Lars Henderson was wearing when he died. She has been charged with murder by negligence, which is a capital offense. And we have it from a reliable source that if found
Russians
guilty,
certainly want to keep
she
that
will be
contract,
executed.
don't they?
Yes.
This is
Thank you.
WNB.
I have to go.
Well, you better take care. Whoever it is could easily kill an interfering StarCop, especially when he doesn't know what he's doing out there.
I am not a StarCop.
Slip of the tongue.
I am a fully trained spaceman, though.
Imagine. And I knew you when you were sick in express lifts and giddy on ladders.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry, what was it you were saying before?
Nothing. Doesn't matter.
Look, I shan't be gone long.
No?
This doesn't change anything.
No. I realize that now.
Now, you're being enigmatic. Now, you know I hate it when you are enigmatic. Do you want me to resign? I could resign.
Oh, be serious, Nathan.
I have to go.
You've said that already.
Lee.
Don't look down, love.
Still sick?
Oh, no. I always go this color when I'm having fun.
Should have been on that medication for at least a week before we came outside.
We haven't got a week.
No, you've got 15 minutes from my mark. Do you copy, coppers?
Copy control.
Mark.
Do you think they'll really execute that Russian girl?
Well, of course they'll execute her. How else do they re-establish their bona fides?
Where would we be without the profit motive?
This is supposed to be a private conversation.
Nothing's private from your friendly neighborhood traffic controller.
Boggs, want you to run a AAA personnel base data check on this and every other station. All personnel? No exceptions. I want to know if anyone has any connection with any corporation involved in spacesuit technology or sensitive strategic material. Also look for connections with extreme right-wing political groups and anyone in the purchasing agencies. Now, that's any connection, however tenuous.
Well, isn't that clutching at straws a bit?
Possibly. I also want to know where everyone was at the time of each death, let's say over the last 12 months.
Why? The computer's done that already. It's a totally routine procedure.
No, the computer did what it always does. Treated each death individually.
Yeah.
But it asked where everyone was on the station where the death occurred. It didn't ask where everyone else was on every other station.
Yeah, but you can't just walk from one station to another.
Well, there's plenty of orbit vehicles around. Are you telling me they're never used unofficially?
Oh, but they're easily spotted, though.
Well, that's good. That should make our job easier. Box. Yes, Nathan? I want you to put the investigation readouts on the StarCops consoles on all stations. Make sure they're aware of it. Very well. Well, maybe they come up with some ideas of their own.
None of the other offices are any more private than this one, you know?
Well,
look, if you don't care who knows, Nathan, why don't you just announce it?
People tend to take more notice of things they find out for themselves.
I think you're going to be surprised at just how fast they do that and maybe how upset they get by it, huh?
Well, the odd surprise is no bad thing. I think I'm going to throw up.
What the hell does your man imagine he's doing?
You're not supposed to be looking at that.
He wanted it secret. He should have coded it.
Ah, you prefer a small challenge, huh? Look, it's just a data check to see how good our security systems are.
You always have such a smooth explanation.
Well, what do you want me to do? Learn to stutter?
I don't like it, David. It's going to cause trouble.
So what else is new?
We are in a bad mood this morning.
I'll run the data again using the redefinitions. Keep tightening them and running it until it gives you something more manageable to work on. You want to define manageable? No more than 20 suspects. It will be a long and unreliable process. No, Box. That's what life tends to be. Everything ready, Inspector?
Yes.
What a pity.
Look, Nathan. Look, I know you've announced to all and sundry that today is the day you go solo, but I have to tell you, you're not ready.
Well, it's now or never.
There's no shame in delaying it for a while.
Not for you, maybe.
Oh, he's very young and very proud.
Yeah. The graveyards are full of kids who are very young and very proud. Magnificent Seven? Well, what's the matter? You thought you were the only person who ever saw a movie? Remember Superman?
Do you remember Deadfall?
Relax. I know the procedure's backwards.
Yeah, well, that's a quick way to get killed.
And I intend taking it very, very carefully.
And very alone.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, Nathan. Are you ready to leave the airlock?
Opening it now. Listen, David. Whilst I'm out there, if you should notice anybody else, you give me plenty of warning. I'd just as soon avoid company.
The hell's all that about?
I'm not sure.
Did you get that, David? Did you get that, David?
Yes, Nathan. Look, don't you worry about other people. You just concentrate on getting it right, huh?
Now you do as I ask. I need backup, not advice.
Sounds a bit panicky. Do you want me to take over?
No.
I'm seeing a traffic controller base.
Look, I can handle it, huh? Okay, Nathan, there's nobody near you. What's the view like, huh?
Impressive. Made it, Ma. Top of the world.
He's a movie buff. You didn't tell me he was a movie buff.
Look, I only just found out myself.
It's funny, I never thought of it as people.
I beg your pardon?
Obviously the private side.
Nothing's private from your friendly neighborhood traffic controller.
Is that a crook?
That's what you said.
What movie?
How about The Innocent American?
Is that a movie?
You had to have known.
No, what?
A good traffic controller doesn't miss a thing in his sector. Whatever they came in, they couldn't have gotten past you.
Absolutely nobody gets past me. Now, who exactly are we talking about?
Done that, could you? Couldn't have turned your back while someone was killed.
David, I'm at the construction zone. Is the scope still clear?
Jesus Christ, where did they come from? Nathan, there's two
Should be the perfect quote for this.
I don't believe that.
Sorry. A man's got to do what a man's got to do.
It's from Shane, but I don't know what the next line is, and we were friends.
No, that wasn't the next line.
You can't use that in here.
Reduced muzzle velocity. I can.
You sure?
What have I got to lose?
Well, why don't you find out?
They've jammed his radio. Just leaves you and me to talk.
Nobody's gonna believe another accident.
The computer will. It's high-risk time when you're learning out there.
What about me?
In a little while, you're going to attempt a heroic rescue.
And I'm gonna make a mistake.
A fatal mistake.
I don't understand how you can be so calculated about it all.
Actually, I don't understand it either. When I first started taking money to look the other way, I thought they were just smuggling. Then when people started getting killed, I realized they weren't. It's too late by then.
Did you kill Hendrickson?
Not exactly.
Either you did or you didn't.
What can I tell you? A faulty suit was provided. I made the necessary substitution. Needn't have been Henderson. Could have been any one of them. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy, though, could it?
You're a murderer, man.
Yes, I suppose I am. Shall we?
Seriously, imagine that I'm gonna get suited up and go out there for your friends to kill me, do you?
You prefer I killed you?
Oh, son of a bitch, you scared me to death. What are you doing in there?
I suppose this is going to cost me another $1, is it?
You took both of them out with a medical laser?
It was enough to puncture their suits.
You were deliberately trying to flush them out.
Well, if I'd told you, what difference would it have made?
You could have trusted me, that's all.
Well, I know that now.
Time to go, Nathan.
Where did you get Bugs?
All right, all right. It was a present from my father. He was in the business. Mind you, even with his contacts, I could never work out how he could afford it. I could never think of a graceful way of asking either.
Yeah, here it is. Screen 2, son.
The off-Earth inquiries into Representative Henderson's death have been swiftly followed up down here in the real world, and 3 senior executives of Pancontel, the Dallas-based multinational, have been arrested on charges of conspiracy.
I never did get used to this.
Wall Street analysts confirmed to us tonight that Pancontel is one of the companies that does prosper at times of international tension. A spokesman for the corporation denied both this and the rumor that they have been lobbying.
We solve an international murder, and that's all we get?
That's the way it goes. Listen, thanks for your help.
Anytime.
Meantime, Chief Superintendent Nathan Spring, the detective who broke the case, is being strongly tipped as the new commander of the StarCops.
Another unauthorized statement.
You shouldn't have done so spectacularly well. After that, who the hell else were they going to offer the job to?
I don't want that job.
You'll need a pretty solid reason for turning it down.
Personal commitments.
You're a little young to retire, but if that's your preference...
My preference is to keep the job I've got.
The job you had.
Well, you'll need a fairly solid reason for firing me.
You know, it was Brown Lincoln who solved that drowning case. It was the wife. She paid to have her husband killed, using borrowed cash. She then sold some antique watches of his to pay back the money she'd borrowed.
Really?
Covered her tracks pretty well. But not from Lincoln, who went on with the case despite my orders to you and yours to him.
Listen, if you're thinking of firing Lincoln,
Firing him? Good God, no. I've promoted him. He's my new Nathan Spring.
Which leaves me nowhere to go. At least, nowhere else to go.
Computer management has an opening, I believe. But that's a bit of a backwater.
Have you ever been in space, Gerard?
No.
It'll be my pleasure to invite you for a visit sometime. I'll try to make sure you get a reliable backpack.
There's a rumor the Russians have already executed that girl. The one who serviced Henvorson's backpack. Of course, they're not too ready to admit it now. You ruined their publicity. The Americans aren't exactly overjoyed with you either.
Well, it seems reasonable. Hard to tell them apart anyway.
You don't believe that?
Why not? Same ends, same means, same victims. What's the difference?
The head of an international police force ought to be able to see the difference.
Yes, he should, shouldn't he? Maybe they've chosen the wrong man for the job.
Multiple warhead strike confirmed. Retaliatory strike on advisement.
Hostile missiles heading to major U.S. population targets. Launch retaliatory missiles. All enemy targets.
You have seen great adventures. Now you're about to live one. Damnation Alley. Everything man remembers is gone. Everything he has achieved is forgotten. Every place he has lived has become a wasteland, desolate, barren. And these 5 survivors may be the only humans left alive. Together, they will attempt a journey into the unknown. Their courage and the instinct to live could carry them safely through the hell that lies ahead. The devastation of man and the mutations of nature gone wild. And somehow, they must endure this journey through the nightmare of what we once knew as Earth. Somehow they must survive this journey through Damnation Alley. Starring Jan Michael Vincent, George Peppard, Dominique Sander, Paul Winfield, Jackie Earl Haley. produced in the magic of Sound 360. More than a motion picture, an adventure you'll never forget. You have seen great adventures. Now you're about to live one. Damnation Alley. Starring John Michael Vincent, George Peppard, Dominique Sanda, Paul Winfield, Jackie Earl Haley. Somehow they must endure this journey through the nightmare of what we once knew as Earth. Damnation Alley. Rated PG.
Somewhere in the Australian outback, he's waiting.
Something big scared him away.
Like what?
I don't know. But it was huge. It was as big as a rhino.
Jake Cullen, the obsessed hunter, determined to stop it.
To come to the waterhole to drink.
Jake, get some help. Andy.
No, he's mine. They were both winners.
Animal campaigner? And dumped at the Pet Pack Cannery 8 miles west of here.
The American animal campaigner who got more than the story she bargained for.
Don't rub her up! She wasn't very popular around here.
What'd you do to my wife, Benny?
And the crazed brothers who protected their own secrets at all costs.
You ask too many bloody questions, you know that? Do you know what happened to her? Razorbacks.
Carl Winters searching for the answers.
Godless vermin. He's only got 2 states of being. Dangerous or dead.
That boar destroyed his life.
Now listen, Bill, you're in the middle of bugger all here, so for Christ's sake, don't go walkabout. We'll never find you. Now we'll be back in 5 or 6 hours.
Gregory Harrison in his first major motion picture, running for his life.
If you're gonna do it, just bloody do it.
Hello?
Tell him, man, shoot me! You finished the kangaroo! Shoot me!
Produced by Hal McElroy from Australia's hottest new director, Russell Mulcahy. Razorback.
He's only got 2 states of being.
Dangerous or dead. Razorback.
Okay, I hope you like StarCops. Funny thing about StarCops is that a lot of people working on this show did not get along. They didn't like each other. Horrible production issues and stuff like that. So as this goes, you'll notice continuity issues. So also, I said it didn't go full season. It did not go full season. It was supposed to go 10 episodes, but it was a BBC show, and it only went 9 because the 10th episode was scrapped. So technically, it almost did go a full season. So, all right. So I want to bring you guys a show that I used to like when I was a kid that I had forgotten about. I really liked this show. I used to remember watching this like Saturday afternoons or early Saturday evenings. And it's one of them shows that I think as a 13-year-old boy, when this show came out, I had such a crush on the girl who played Evie. She really didn't do... She kind of disappeared after 2011. She became an adult actress. She continued acting for a long time. But, you know, it was one of them ones that I think everybody finds that. You have that, you know. But this is Out of This World. I don't normally do the comedies, but it is a sci-fi comedy. It's about a girl whose dad was an alien and gave her special powers and took off, and they spawned on her 13th birthday. Maureen Flanagan is Evie. You know, it's funny because I did not remember the show. Watched this first episode. When I found it, it was like, oh my god, I completely remember this show. I remember everything about it. I can't say I remember everything about it, but I remember a lot about it just in one show. So I hope you guys enjoy this. This is Out of This World, Episode 1, Evie's 13th birthday. Enjoy.
We'll have more mellow sounds on Kmart, the musical voice of Marlow, California. Now for the 11 p.m. traffic report. Next time, ride a bike. Okay, this next group will really clear your sinuses. Here's I Love Ugly by the Bucket Breaths.
Who is it? Sybil Shepherd. Come in, Sybil. I thought you'd be asleep by now. I couldn't sleep. Well, I can't say I blame you. Oh, Evie, in another hour you'll be 13. Are you excited? I guess so. Evie, hold it down. You'll wake the neighbors. Honey, do you feel anything different about yourself? Uh-uh. No changes of any kind? It's still flat. You've been watering them every day? No, I'm talking about other changes. Powerful changes. Oh, Mom, we already had the when you become a woman talk. No, this isn't about, SEX. Besides, you probably know more than I did when I was your age anyway. I probably know more than you know now. If that's true, you're grounded for 5 years. No, honey, I'm talking about very special changes. What kind? Well, like, you haven't noticed whether or not you can, see through walls, can you? What? That's a simple question. See through walls. Can you? Mom, what's your problem? Well, why don't you just try and see into the next room for me? I can't. Well, how do you know unless you try? Mom, that's something you've noticed. You've noticed? Well, have you noticed whether you can float in the air? Make yourself invisible? What? Eve, can you deep fry plastic? Why can't you ask me regular questions like, did you do your homework? I wish your father could see how great you're turning out. I just wish I could see him, period. Evie, don't think badly of him. You know he'd be with us if he could. How can you still love somebody you haven't seen in 13 years? Because he's a very special man. What are you sketching? Not finished yet. Just curious. Go to bed. I love you. I love you too. Don't stay up too late. Mom, wouldn't it be great if I really could see through things? Why? Then I could find out if Rachel Kingsley's wearing a padded bra. Good night.
Oh, thanks for the dance, birthday girl. Come here. Give me a kiss. Ah! Well, what do you think? I lost a whole pound.
You're practically wasting away to nothing.
It's my new diet, Dr. Neutrell's B diet. You can only eat foods that begin with the letter B.
Oh, like you did last night. Well, you had broccoli and Brussels sprouts and a side of beef.
Oh, which reminds me, what kind of birthday cake did you get, Don? I want to make sure it's on my B diet.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. C. Close enough.
Hey, Evie, where'd you get all these dumb albums? What albums? The Shirelles, the Vandellas, the Cadillacs, the Coasters. Who are these people? They're musical groups, like from 100 years ago. They're my dad's. Oh, your dad's a spy? Where is he now? We don't know, but Mom gets these mysterious code messages telling us that he's all right. But
but he never reveals his whereabouts.
Oh, boy, I wish I didn't have to make up those stories about Troy.
When are you going to tell her about her father?
When I have to. So far, I don't have to.
Well, get on the stick, Mama. She's 13 today. What if she turns into a lizard like on that TV show?
Troy wasn't a lizard.
Well, he said he could transform himself. What if the same thing happens to her? My niece, the reptile.
I'll get it. Kyle!
Did the mayor, Marlowe, come in?
You made it. You actually came to my party.
Nothing can keep me away. I heard all that music. Then I realized you're violating a city noise ordinance. Here's your summons.
Kyle, this is real.
There's nothing personal, Donna. I mean, the mayor was elected to uphold all the laws. Hiya, Bino. Hey, I'm sorry I'm late, but Clint Eastwood had me on the phone for hours. He's always calling me, asking for advice. How do you do this? How do you do that? Boy, oh boy, I know the guy's popular, but I'm afraid he left his sunroof open too long.
You actually talked to Clint?
I had to, sweetheart. Professional courtesy. One celebrity mayor to another. Here's the hand that held the phone. Want to touch it?
Don't be a diz.
But I have a diz, so are you. Brought you a present. Can I give it to her?
Go ahead. Make her day.
Nah, I'm a big tease. I'll wait until after you open your presents.
Everybody, this is Mayor Applegate.
Hiya, kids. How am I doing? Hey, watch it. You're not too young to have an audit.
Well, nothing's happened so far. She hasn't changed one bit.
Well, the day isn't over yet.
Zucchini. Z.
This is beautiful. Thank you. I want to borrow it sometime, okay?
Well, birthday girl, I'm next. Attention, everybody. As your mayor...
I've heard this speech before. I'll be in the kitchen.
Kid must be a Democrat. Nevertheless, here's your birthday present, Evie. An official suspension from all city ordinances. I know, it's hard to believe. For the next 2 weeks, you'll be able to commit any misdemeanor on the books. And that includes jaywalking, defacing public property, littering, loitering, panhandling, and spitting. Congratulations.
Thanks. Just what I've always wanted.
No, you don't like it. Well, you probably won't want these 4 tickets to the Phil Collins concert either.
All right, thanks. Evie, are you all right? Evie, what's the matter? Great trick, you guys. How are you staying so still? I can do it, too. Hey, Mom. Look. Wait. Okay, you can come out of it now. Idea. That's all, folks. This is real weird. This is weird, everybody. Hello? Hello?
Kyle, I just think having a fundraiser right after the inauguration is in bad taste. Evie? Honey, why is everybody sort of stiff? That's a good word for it. What's a good explanation for it?
I don't know what just happened.
Is this some kind of party trick? Eve, you can stop time. This is the change your father said might happen to you.
My father, what's he got to do with anything?
Evie? Honey, I have something whimsical to tell you about your father. Sit down.
I am sitting.
Right. I meant me. Evie, about your father. He's sort of...
Yeah?
Well, he's sort of... on another planet.
You mean he's a nutcase?
No, he's actually up there on another planet.
He's an astronaut?
Uh-huh, yes. Only he's not one of ours. What I mean is... Eve, your father is an alien.
Like Mr. Lopez from Guatemala?
No, more like E.T. from outer space.
My father's an alien from outer space? Oh, Mom, that's so yucky.
Now, hold on, Missy. Now, I will admit that it's unusual, but it's not yucky. Evie, he was here on a mission. We met, we fell in love, we got married, we blended life forms.
Life forms? He's not even human. And to think, you didn't even want me to date Jason Blumenfeld.
Even alien from outer space is completely different than a bald teenager who sewed his fingers together.
You actually kissed him?
Well, of course I kissed him. I love him.
Then I'm half creature. Ah!
No, sweetheart. You're not half creature. You're half Antarian.
Mom, how could you do this to me? I'm a freak. I'm a beast. All sorts of disgusting things are probably crawling around inside of me. This is so uncool.
Eve, listen to me. We went to restaurants together. We went to the movies together. We went to the beach together. Now, do you think we could have done all of that if he looked like Alf? Believe me, this alien is a hunk.
Mom, this is so scary.
I know, sweetheart. Oh, but Evie, think about it. You have a great power now. You can stop time. Of course, there's not much call for that.
I'd rather see through walls. Besides, how am I going to unfreeze them?
Well, what were you doing before everything just stopped?
I remember I had this urge to put my fingers together.
Oh, okay. Well, show me what you did, because that may be the...
Mom?
Key to it all. So show me.
I just did.
You did what?
This. Mom?
I'm getting whiplash. Show me what you did.
Okay, I went like this.
Little trick I learned from the Three Stooges.
Mom, I unfroze you just by touching you.
Oh, well, okay, then. Just touch everybody else. Yeah. No, don't touch anybody else. No, if you touch them one at a time, they'll all know, and we have to figure out a way of you unfreezing them all at once. Here, touch your Uncle Bino. Maybe he can think of something.
All he thinks of is food.
Evie, just do it. The important thing here is not to panic. Evie, there has got to be some way you can unfreeze everybody all at once.
Did you try Spock's Live Long and Prosper?
With both hands.
I wish your father were here. Gift. I forgot about the birthday gift he left for you. He said to give it to you on your 13th birthday. This may just have the answer. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. It doesn't hurt to be polite. Eve. From your father.
Is this really from another planet?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, open it.
The cube I drew last year.
Yeah.
You've drawn lots of things you've never seen before.
What is it?
Damned if I know. I've been trying to figure it out for 13 years. Oh, it's never done that before. Or that.
Happy birthday, Eve.
That's him. That's your father's voice.
Dad, is that you? Is it really you?
It's me, birthday girl.
Oh, I miss you, sweetheart.
Mom and Uncle Bino are here, too.
I can only hear you, Evie. That's because the cube is a genetic link. Do me a favor. Tell your mother how much I love her and how much I miss her.
Well, why don't you get your butt back here and tell her yourself?
Bino, eat your ice cream.
So today you're 13. Wow. Here in Antarius, 13 is an age when our children reach maturity. We're celebrating a kind of intergalactic bar mitzvah. You realize you're half alien.
I'm the alien.
Well, to him you are.
Therefore, you can only receive a few of your powers. I'm sorry about that, honey. But I don't make the rules. You have my cube, though. And you are its source of energy.
This is fantastic.
I hope he's not calling collect.
I wish I could be there as your father. And as a husband to your mother. And so I'm sending you this message. Across the vast emptiness of space. And though I'm many light years away, you'll always be in my hearts.
Antarians have two hearts.
You now possess a power. The power to hold time in your hand. Use it wisely, and other powers will appear. It's all part of the plan.
What kind of music is that?
Doo-wop. It was your father's favorite when he was here.
Ew, he is an alien.
He's probably trying to relate to us better.
Well, that's about it for now, Evie. I miss you both with all my hearts. And Enoch.
What's an Enoch?
Use the gift to speak to me anytime. Anytime. Goodbye for now. From the Big Bopper.
Goodbye, sweetheart.
Dad.
Hey, guys. A 7 trillion mile call, but he didn't tell us how to unfreeze everybody at once.
Oh, well, I guess you'll have to unfreeze them one at a time. Gee, I was hoping we'd be the only ones to know about this.
Doesn't Grandma know?
Tell my mother I married a man from outer space.
Oh, she goes nuts if we say hello to a Mexican.
Mom, it's happening again. Some urge is making me fold my hands.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Don, I want to talk to you about the re-election. I'll be right back. Sure,
man, there's some color.
I'm gonna borrow your sweater, Evie, okay? Thanks.
Hey, Evie, where'd you go? Oh, good. Everything is back to normal.
Yeah. You know, I wonder if I can do it again.
You do in your hamburger. All the sketches you've done, the strange objects, they're all things from Antarius.
They just popped into my head.
You know, your father could project his thoughts outside of himself into holograms. I bet that's where you get your ability to draw.
Mom, what if I had turned into something awful?
You mean like a teenager? I knew you'd be okay. Is this the same sketch?
Uh-huh, it's finished.
Evie, this is your father.
It just came to my head. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you.
No, it's okay. It's just that I haven't seen him in all these years, and today I heard his voice, and now this.
You were right. He is a hunk. Keep it. Reverse birthday present.
Thank you.
Dad?
Hi, baby. Have a nice birthday?
The best. Will I ever see you? Ever?
I'm working on it. Believe me, I'm trying very, very hard. Hey, it's a little past your bedtime, isn't it?
I know. Just one more question.
Anything.
What's an Enoch?
Oh, it's, you better ask your mom. Now go to sleep, huh? We'll talk tomorrow. I love you, Eve.
Shooby-doo. Oh, shooby-doo. Oh, shooby-doo. Oh.
Would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar. And be better off than you are. Or would you rather go to Earth? And Earth leaves a creature who is plain as can be. He's not as unique as you or me. His body comes in lots of different shapes. They say his relatives were chimps and apes. And though the Earth is a planet where you are, you could be swinging on a star.
No! Don't eat that! I saw it moving in the refrigerator.
Here, Jason. Take some.
There is. something alive in there.
They're good for us, Jason. They kill the bad things inside us.
Must be a side effect of eating too much dessert.
It's gonna kill you! It's gonna kill you all!
Hey, wait. We are not alone.
Tonight, America is in grave danger.
So are you prepared to say on the air that you've actually seen people devoured by the stuff?
Oh, hell yes. And what's worse, I've seen what's left of them when the stuff gets through and comes back out.
Coming soon. For you, the stuff. From New World Pictures.
His power is unequaled. His battles are legendary. His return is near.
This could be the end of civilization.
Get ready
I've spotted him!
for the 23rd big screen appearance of the world's biggest star.
Godzilla!
From TriStar Pictures and Toho Company Limited. Catch the ultimate showdown.
It's an alien!
Where winner takes all. Godzilla 2000. If you can't take the heat, run.
Hey, hope you liked Out of This World. It had Burt Reynolds in it. I mean, he's uncredited because he was doing Evening Shade at the same time, and he didn't want to get in trouble. But it also had character actor, 50s and 60s sci-fi, Doug McClure. He's did a bunch of cowboys. He's very, very big back in the day. He was the handsome, rugged leading man. But he's in this. Had a pretty good cast, and it was funny. I think this was like around the same time when Small Wonder was on. So I was probably watching both these back to back in the 80s. Like I said, not 100% sure when I watched these, but I vividly remember. And I want to say they were Saturday afternoons, maybe about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, alright, guys. Here's the weird one, and here's the last one for the day. Normally I do 4, but this one is the 2-hour pilot. And it's still got all the commercials and stuff in there, so you can enjoy that too. But this is Outlaws. I remember watching this later. Did not watch this when this aired. Didn't even know this aired. I found it much later. It is cowboys go through time and end up in Texas, in modern day Texas in the 1980s. And then wackiness ensues. But I did not remember. I found this, maybe about 10 years ago. And I was like, wow, okay, so this is crazy. And so I watched it, and I watched a couple episodes, and I've been able to find most of them. But here you guys go. This is the almost 2-hour pilot of Outlaws. Enjoy.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy, the chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Harlan Pike and his bunch just robbed the Cattlemen's Bank and Trust. Posse's forming up at Schmidt's livery. Schmidt's livery! Yes, yes, you must bring your own weapon. Yes, I know there's a storm coming up.
I'll hang that thing up, Gaza.
I'll have Harlan Pike in this jail tonight. They robbed my bank and they're gonna pay.
Should have waited for the sheriff.
Shut up, Cal, and keep this thing on the road.
You damn machine, die!
It's Grail.
Looks like our options have been drastically reduced.
Rain brought it down. Jehovah's joke on us all. Come on, get out of here.
Yeah.
Comanche burial grounds. We're all dead men.
Not yet, we ain't.
Mr. Pike. His associates. Not going anywhere.
Bill,
what?
Don't go in there. Spirit storm. Wakantanka is coming, Grail, to stab them.
Wakantanka just have to wait his turn.
Look at him. Coming in here where angels fear to tread.
Should have gone to California when I had the chance.
Turncoat. Don't know why we ever allowed him to rob banks with us.
Because he's the best man to follow in them days, little brother. That's why.
Shouldn't have hit a bank in my town, Harlan.
It's always good to see you too, John.
Your only chance, if it's me, takes you in.
Try bringing us in, Sheriff.
When was it? 5 years ago, Juarez, you remember? We hit that Rurale paymaster. Got away with a sizable amount of gold.
You're trapped here, Harlan. No way out.
Yeah, I caught some lead. Fell off my damn horse. There you were, blazing away at them Rurales. Saved my life.
You come with me, and you got my word. No lynching.
Your word. Well, even that superior item, John, will not keep them egg suckers from having us swing. And you know it. You chose your path, John. We chose ours. There ain't no hard feelings.
Goodbye, Harlan.
John.
Goodbye to all of you.
Why give them back the best gun hand in their deck? Draw, Grail!
What did you say to me?
We know, Sheriff! That gun cost me $20. Look at it!
Rain stopped.
Lightning stabbed us.
It's broad daylight. We're nowhere near that canyon.
Weapons destroyed and music's intact.
What's that other sound I'm hearing? That's not your strummer.
Yeah. Right. There's a dust storm you can't see. There's a smell.
The entire posse cannot stand it.
What in the name of all that's holy was that? That was the devil's own chariot, Harlan.
We've arrived at the gates of hell without a Bible or a six-gun between us.
Some kind of flying machine. I've read about the possibility.
Yeah? Well, that damn flying machine or whatever it was does not change a thing. We gotta move. Now, there are 4 partners here. Saddlebag of Houston Double Eagles between us. Only one law dog to stop us.
Shut up, Billy. point right here. And until I discover what it is, what we are is 5 Texicans who must stand up for each other.
We got 5 Texicans, Horn.
Landmarks are all there. Can that be Houston? It's got to be.
Houston? Gates of hell.
If I couldn't smell it and hear it, feel it, I'd say I'd have to be dreaming.
Some kind of crazy nightmare.
$1986. It appears we rode that lightning bolt a good deal further than we first supposed.
What's it say?
Well, either we've come a long way into some future, or like Wolf says, we are standing at the gates of hell. But either way, I've never crawled before nor wept in the face of danger. And I'm not about to begin now.
Yeah, we're with you, Harlan.
Deal me in. This crazy nightmare's beginning to get me curious.
Looks to me like there's a place down there where a man could get himself a drink. Find out the lay of the land.
So let's do it.
Amen. Slow and easy. But all the way.
To the hilt.
Just like the old days, John.
Not hardly, Harlan.
Sure feel naked without my gun.
Ain't this a damn sight? Sodom and Gomorrah.
At least the bar looks the same as the bar. Come on. Slow and easy.
It's a light bulb.
Slow and easy.
What'll it be?
Well, now, ain't you a pretty thing?
Yeah, same to you.
Who put the burr under your saddle?
Billy.
Hey, I was just being polite.
What'll it be?
I'll have a stone fence, man.
Yeah, I have the same. Please.
That's a shot of rye whiskey and a glass of Applejack cider.
Rye and Applejack cider. Stone fence.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Excuse me, ma'am, but come on and tell me what the hell that is?
That is a slaughter. That's what. Dolphins over the Oilers, 26 zip.
26 zip.
Zip.
Where's the orchestra I'm hearing?
The only orchestra we got playing right now is in there.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Is that anything like a stone fence?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Absent friends.
About as absent as friends can get.
Amen.
I think I'll just do that again.
I would have stuck that shot for sure, man.
He didn't do anything!
Don, you're just scaring us to death.
Now, wait a minute. Look at...
John, why don't you just let their lawmen handle it?
These fellows need to be taught a lesson in proper manners.
We don't even know what proper manners is in this century.
Harland, manners is something that never changes.
Oh, God.
You ruined my shot! You ruined it!
That's ridiculous. I was trying to eat a sandwich.
You did whatever Rudis said
Let
you
him
did.
go, you big jerk! Get out of our way!
We take you on, little darling, but you're too young.
Yeah, and besides, Rudy, 14 will get you 20 every time.
Oh, baby.
You tinsel tooth squirt.
Now, look. If you don't... Gentlemen. Now, gentlemen, my name's John Grail. This is Harlan the Piper.
So, am I supposed to be impressed?
We'd be obliged if you'd cease bothering these people and go back to playing billiards.
This is none of your business.
Yeah, she hit me.
She only done what your mother should have done. A long time ago.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, move, turkeys.
That's the insult, Mr. Piper. Not worth a killing, but...
Nah, but surely a whooping.
Surely a weapon.
A whooping.
Lightning bolt or no, this is real for certain.
Come on, Harlan.
Harlan always was good with his hands, Grail. He's getting a touch slow.
Yeah, he's downright sluggish. Samson did smite the Philistines with the jawbone of an ass.
Yes, Andrea and I have driven halfway across this country, and it has been a revelation to me, I can tell you. I thought New York was bad. Now every place is getting to be bad. Pollution-wise, crime in the streets-wise. I mean, anything you can worry about nowadays.
I mean, it's all coming true, isn't it? I mean, the stuff we thought was science fiction is becoming science fact.
I used to think it was sad to grow old, but I'm telling you, I don't envy these kids today. No, not with all that alcoholism and drugs and shaving their heads and painting them purple. Look at that. Growing up today is really a mess. And what do they got to dream about anymore? I mean, maybe the space program. I mean, going to the moon, colonies on Mars. I mean, how else are you going to get away from all the smog and pollution? You know that every day they are burying radioactive junk everywhere, and bizarre things are starting to happen.
Gotcha.
I guess you know what I'm talking about, huh, boys? I don't have to tell you. Huh? Huh? Yeah. Thanks again, amigos.
Stay under the radar, dudes.
You told this boy a hotel. What in thunder's this?
Man said it was the same thing.
My lord, look at here.
Beelzebub. Women ain't got enough cloth on them to pat a crutch. But ain't they delicious, huh?
Doesn't seem to me that people in this century got a whole lot of what you call modesty.
John, all I want from this century is a place to hole up, huh?
Yeah. Me and Harlan will go register. You boys stay here. And out of trouble.
Seems to me Brother Grail is taking on the mantle of command again.
Solid gold? Well, I should hope so.
We're not in the habit of passing counterfeit money, sir.
Yeah, right, sure. You want to pay for one night with this coin.
You mean it ain't enough?
Look, boys, I like a joke just as well as the next fella. Settle up when you check out. It ain't enough. Oh, that's rich. It ain't enough. I know this is some kind of control. But how it works has got me stumped.
Don't just sit there, folks. Get on down here and dock down
That's got it.
and buy yourself
It
a
works.
used vehicle that money can buy, and no money down. That's right. No money down. I know what you're thinking. Oh, Doc.
This little button makes the picture change.
Look at that. All flying machines.
How do you know what my best interest is? Here, and get down here right now, because I'm crazy.
Yeah, you boys looking for something you lost?
It's this picture machine. Took us by surprise.
Well, that damn thing mesmerizing, man. What the hell is it anyway?
Progress, I think. The devil's work. Sure is a possibility. This fella better watch it.
What you so scholarly for, Billy? Can't you figure out that stand-up shower tub?
I'm going out.
You know, Harlan and Grail said you better stay put.
Yeah? Well, maybe I do not take so kindly to being told to stay put. How about anybody? Not while Harlan and Grail go out and see the town. Now, that sheriff, he ain't changed an ounce. He's still Mr. High and Mighty. Good job, boys, right behind you.
Looking for something you lost, boy?
Just a demonstration. I was, just demonstrating something is all.
Looks to me like you're demonstrating the common sense the good Lord gave you, Billy. Plain old life-saving fear.
I was demonstrating how I'd handle Grail if he had the sand to face me.
You and John Grail in the street drawing on each other? Billy, por favor. No, the only reason you got a thorn in your gut about Grail is that when your father was killed...
Killed saving Grail's life. And things would have been a lot different if it had been the other way around.
Here, boys, a Bible. The truth in the midst of confusion.
Grail says it was me who got us on the wrong side of the law to begin with. Me! Just because I shot that fool Lon Selman. Well, what is it, Harlan? What'd you find out?
We don't know how to tell you this.
Just be straight with us.
We can take it.
Can you take being dead?
Because that's what we are. All of us. 5 dead men. In a madhouse.
Well, the 4-hour cough medicine didn't last me through the day.
I know.
The 6-hour didn't last me through the night.
I know, Alan.
Why doesn't somebody invent it?
A 12-hour cough medicine? Somebody has, Alan.
Discover 12-Hour Delsum. Only Delsum has a patented time-release formula that lasts up to 12 hours for hours more relief than regular cough medicine. Each dose helps you work all day and sleep all night. 12-Hour Delsum, the cough relief that outlasts them all.
Terrific.
It's a jungle out there, so today I'm wearing my zebras and Carefree panty shields. You might think any panty shield would do. Not true. For fresher panties and a fresher me, I switched to Carefree. Fact is, more women agree Carefree keeps you feeling fresher than the next leading brand. See, Carefree has 1, 2, 3 layers for freshness. Fresher panties, fresher you. That's Carefree. I'm so fresh, I feel like a tiger. Ooh, should have worn my tigers.
Just the two of us.
That great Dentine taste makes it nicer to be together, because not even mouthwash can freshen your breath better than when you're chewing Dentine.
Just the two of us, you and I.
Had enough calcium today? Need more? Introducing another Rolaids, calcium-rich cherry Rolaids, a great antacid plus calcium. New calcium-rich Rolaids, relief you want, calcium you need.
You're a part of my life, you're a part of my home. Whenever you're with me, I'm not alone. I show you I love you and things that I do. So you get Purina Cat Chow. I want the best for you.
Your cat is a big part of your life, so make Purina Cat Chow brand cat food part of his life. It's all the nutrition cats need to live a healthier, happier life.
You're a part of my heart.
Purina Cat Chow, part of a healthier, happier life.
We will return to the Sunday movie Outlaws, starring Rod Taylor. Wednesday, Mike's looking for a missing sister.
Deirdre is dead.
Or is she?
We all make mistakes.
Then on Magnum.
My sister is out there somewhere. She was skimming from a man.
One tough customer.
You're beginning to annoy me.
It could get worse.
Then
If you go to the police, you'll be killed.
What do these guys want from me?
I intend to find out.
The Equalizer, all Wednesday.
Thursday, January 8th, meet 2 old pros at Con Games.
Give us a kiss.
Margot Kidder and James Reed in a new series, Shell Game, on CBS.
This is CBS.
McDonald's tells me that under that big black bar is a special limited time price on a Big Mac. Gee, I wish I knew what it was. They just told me that if I showed it to the public, it could cause the largest outbreak of Big Mac attacks ever. Yep, it's right under there. Some incredible unknown price. Maybe just a peek. 99 cents for this hot, mouth-watering Big Mac? 99 cents for all this? Stay calm. Women and children in the car first!
Your Lincoln Mercury Mercour dealers have 3 great front-wheel drive cars to get you through winter. Like Mercury Lynx. Buy one now and get 3.9 annual percentage rate financing or $300 cash back. Or Mercury Sable. You can save hundreds when you buy it with an option package. Or Mercury Topaz. Its sure-footed traction will help get you through the snow. Plus, you get free air conditioning or automatic transmission when you buy it with an option package. Hurry in for 3.9% financing or $300 cash back. See your Lincoln Mercury Mercour dealer today.
WKBN, TV 27, Youngstown.
Is it certain, Harlan? I mean, really true and certain.
We went to 3 libraries. Checked out every book there is on the subject. Historical files. After we were blasted out of that canyon, none of us was ever heard of or seen again. Ever.
But the lie went on down in the history books.
What lie?
That I was in on the robbery with you. That we all escaped together during the storm. Me and my former partners with all the money.
Well, now ain't that something? Your gravestone reads the same as ours. Here lies an outlaw.
We ain't dead yet, so the epitaph hasn't been written. And when it is, it shouldn't read thief and shootist.
Your dream?
Yes, my dream. Same dream your pa had. To make this country a place where no man need worry about his home and his family. A place without renegades and murderers. A country with churches and schools and a bright future.
Yeah? Well, you just take a look. That future ain't so bright now, is it?
It ain't got through to you, has it? If we hadn't rode that lightning bolt from 1899 to now, we would have shot each other to death. Or you would have hung. There wouldn't have been no future at all. And a wonderment like that don't happen without a good reason.
Are you saying we got a second chance?
A reprieve, Sheriff?
Yes. You could say that.
We went to a coin dealer. What we have here is 100 $20 gold pieces, and they're worth, well, a bit more than nowadays than $2,000.
How much more?
Brother Ice, about $500,000. Now you split that up 5 ways, and it's $100,000 apiece.
Whoa. How come he's getting cut in on all this, huh? He's the one who left us to become a lawman. There he was, ready and willing to hang us, his friends.
Billy, we did rob the bank in the town he was hired to protect.
Man gives an oath, he gives his word, Bill.
But to townspeople?
Even to townspeople. Your word's your word, Billy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that don't cut it with me. And I say we vote on it. Now, this is still a free country, ain't it? So I say we vote. And Billy Pike votes no.
Like I said before, Bill, we gotta stand together or we're gonna get taken down one by one.
Oh, don't take it too bad, Bill. You just might get a kick out of seeing me spend stolen money again.
No ID, no way we can accept your money, gentlemen. This institution favors a strict adherence to state and federal banking rules, and we cannot accept this rather considerable amount of money without some kind of accepted identification. Credit card, Social Security.
We told you who we were and we gave you our names.
That's right, mister, and our word's our bond.
And we're here to give you our money, not take yours.
Gentlemen, please, this has nothing to do with me. It is not personal. I would love to accommodate you, but I must have, at the very least, a driver's license from one of you.
Driver's license?
Driver's license.
Fill out those forms in triplicate and be sure to list especially all the places of residency over the last 10 years. And we're going to need birth certificates on each of you and a
Birth
full
certificate?
Yes, sir. Proof of birth is mandatory.
You mean that's the law?
Of course that's the law.
Lady, we are standing right here in front of you.
Yes, sir, but I'm afraid you're going to have to prove that.
Well, doesn't look much like the old Morgan place anymore, does it? But it'll do.
Main house used to be the barn, as I recall.
Uh-huh. About 100 years old. About the same as us.
Yeah, but lots of fence. I mean, lots of fence.
Well, you can play in the swimming hole later. Come on, let's move in this new stuff we bought.
Come on, Billy, we got work to do.
Now, ain't this a sharp stick in the eye? We're almost millionaires and there's work to be done.
And the fuel is then injected by the fuel injection system into the carburetor, where superheated air created by the ignition of gases causes a small explosion, combustion, which motivates the pistons in the engine and drive shaft, etc. Simple, isn't it? Now, Who will be first to try what we've learned?
Get up there, Ice.
What's ailing you, boy?
Get in the hang of it, huh?
Stop the car, Mr. Lucas. Please, stop the car, Mr. Lucas. The brake!
Whoa! Damn machine! Whoa! Whoa! The brake! On the floor!
Whoa! Needs less gas. Less gas. Too much gas. I told you it's too much. You all right?
The boy always was a little wild.
Wild? Raving lunatic. And I quit. Let's go eat.
Good afternoon. I'm Maggie Randall, your neighbor, a couple miles that away.
Oh. Well, we're real sorry about the ruckus on the road, ma'am. But we're very pleased to meet you. This is Harlan Pike. This is Brother William. This is Wolfson Lucas. And this is Isaiah McCann.
I do, ma'am.
Oh, and I'm Jonathan Grail, ma'am.
Not that, Masters, and he was a hero of mine. I have his picture on my bedroom wall.
Oh, Meg.
It couldn't be true.
Truer than hell. That's the gospel truth.
It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Pleasure meeting you.
Thank you all, and say goodbye to Wolf for me.
I'll relay your sentiments.
May I escort you to your vehicle, ma'am?
Well, thank you, John. Well, your friends are very nice, John.
Mm-hmm.
Different, but nice. And terrible lives. I haven't heard such tall tales since my granddaddy passed on. Ice and his stories about New Orleans, a duel in a brothel basement.
Yes, Maggie.
And Billy and his gunslinger yarns, and Harlan talking about how it was after the Civil War. Well,
Uh-huh.
either you're all from the Twilight Zone or the best Western historians I've ever heard.
The Twilight Zone?
Well, yeah, the TV show.
Oh, the TV show, yeah. Well, you see, we're a little rough around the edges, but we mean well.
You mean well?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I never meant to stay for lunch, but it was wonderful.
Maggie Randall, it was a great pleasure for us to have you.
Before my husband died, he talked a lot about buying this house. It's almost as if it was mine once. Anyway, later I was on a committee that stopped a cartel of high rollers from turning this valley into parking lots and condos.
Condos, huh? Yeah, well, all I can say is we're very much obliged to you, Maggie, and thank you.
You know, John, there's something about you, and Harlan and the others. It's very strange. I mean, you're so polite, almost courtly. You're very evasive about your backgrounds. Forgot to check in. It's Bravo 3 HQ.
Your prisoner's ready for transport at County Jail. Are you clear on that, Bravo 3?
Clear. En route.
You a lawman, Maggie?
Something wrong with that?
No, it just takes a second to sort of sink in is all.
Well, I suppose I should have mentioned the fact before.
Nothing to fuss over. In fact, it's comforting to know we have such able protection just down the road. Hope we'll see a lot more of you, Maggie Randall.
I think that goes without saying, John Grail. Be safe.
What you reading on here, Isaiah? Them books on slaves and such? What is it, partner? You all right?
Yeah. Just fine. Just learned that I'm a black man. Not a nigger.
You're always a man to us.
War was fought over that very thing. Man's right to be treated like a man.
The Civil War, right?
Well, that war freed me. But this war put the word pride back in my people's vocabulary. Pride and dignity. These men and women, they put it all on the line. They didn't take a step back. A lot of them lost their lives in the process.
For real war, cannons and troops and such?
Mostly it was peaceful.
A peaceful war?
Yes.
All this is over what? I mean, what, really?
Not being served in a cafe or saloon.
Well, you never had any trouble getting served in a saloon.
That's because I was packing a gun and I knew how to use it.
Where's Wolf? The storm is getting nasty out there.
Help me, Lord! I'm Marvelous Comanche! My daddy Calvary! I'm their one and only son! I'm lost! Come get me! I wanna go back! Oh, good Lord, he's got a license rod! Billy, don't touch him! What? Get away from him! I want to get out of this hellish world and go back where I belong. You don't belong dead. Don't touch it. Don't touch the rod.
Calm down.
Wilson, you're going to end up getting fried. Maybe it can work. It sure as Satan worked the first time. That's it. That's it. Grab his legs, Billy. Ah, I got him here, Harlan. I got him. Get him in the house. Oh, my God. Get it on the couch. Go back. Whoa. Come on. Whoa. Whoa. All right. Whoa.
On the couch. Come on, it's on the couch. Right here, right. We just don't belong in this world.
crazy. All this pain, hunger, war. You know what's happening all over the planet right when it's happening? Can't you see what a heartless machine it's all become? I just want to go home.
Come on, calm down, Brother Wolf. That lightning bolt could have taken you further. At least we are alive.
Back there, we were somebody and alive.
Breaking the law ain't being somebody.
I broke the law, and I was somebody, Grail.
Listen, we're stuck here. And tearing ourselves apart ain't gonna help none.
Come on, he's right. That's it. You take his side again. Pretty soon you'll be just like him. A do-gooder.
Come on, Billy, calm down.
And maybe we were once bad men. But at least we were men.
Yeah. Now we're just numbers and the devil's on the count book.
Go easy with that stuff, Bill.
You see? Go easy. Stop. Yield. No trespassing. Keep out. You and Grail. Starting to sound just like this new world we're in.
You know, I told you to quit doing that.
Nobody tells me what to do but me, Harlan. Not anymore.
Now, wait, boys. We gotta be patient. Patience. We gotta lay low. Inconspicuous. We gotta learn a hell of a lot about this new world we're in before we start painting the town red.
John's right, we all know it.
We don't know nothing of the kind. All we know is that the two of you are always siding with each other and laying down the law. We don't like it.
You know, it appears my daddy raised at least one stupid son. Come on.
You and me are quits, Harlan. I'm taking my share and I'm on my own. As of right now.
I'll endeavor to keep him on the straight path. However, I gotta get myself untwisted too. John?
Well, I guess I'll finally give California a try. John? Harlan?
After 25 years, people have had it with dishwasher powders all over their dishes. Fortunately, you're about to get a break from powders. Introducing Palmolive Automatic, a revolutionary new liquid made just for automatic dishwashers. Because it's a liquid, it dissolves faster to rinse clean with no powder residue. So you can get on with other things. Try new Palmolive Automatic and break away from powders.
Once in a blue moon, something interesting happens to something even as dull as laundry. Coming soon, a unique, never-before laundry detergent with the advanced softening system. New Fab. So clean, so soft, it could only happen once in a blue moon.
It started with a simple idea. Create a real difference in makeup. Makeup so pure, even women with sensitive skin could wear it. So beautiful, every woman will want to. Introducing Clarion. A new makeup that's not only free of fragrance and irritants, but ultra pure. So Clarion is good to your skin. And it does all the dazzling things you want makeup to do. Clarion is beautiful makeup with a sensitive touch, and that's the difference, pure and simple.
It's Red Lobster's crab legs and...
Crab legs and lobster, and how about crab legs and fresh fish, and now for...
A half-pound of snow crab legs and your choice of 8 seafood favorites starting at $7.95 at Red Lobster now. Red Lobster presents The Platters.
Oh, yes, it's the holiday season.
A medley of party platters to go.
Heavenly taste of shrimp and crab claws. It's party time.
Call Red Lobster for party platters to go.
Rod Taylor and Richard Roundtree, starring in Outlaws, will return.
Monday, Kate and Allie supervise a New Year's Eve party.
What time will the guests leave? Who's invited? What beverages will be served?
God, it's like Cagney and Lacey around here.
And Patty falls for a rock star.
Hi, Patty.
I love you.
But first, she has to get around my sister Sam.
Do I ground you?
No. Yes.
Thursday,
If this boy ever sold drugs, I'm Ma Barker.
Simon and Simon help a sailor in trouble.
Can we talk?
But can they keep him in line?
Thank you.
And
I don't know what possessed you to invite an escaped convict for New Year's Eve.
He wasn't escaped when I invited him.
it's a crazy New Year's Eve with designing women. Then on Knots Landing, love.
I decided I wanted to marry you.
And deceit.
Bye, Olivia.
I'm not hooked or anything.
Thursday on CBS.
Good evening. Here's news break from CBS News. U.S. and Iranian negotiators will meet tomorrow at The Hague in the Netherlands. Talk about more than $500 million of Iran's money frozen by the Federal Reserve Bank in the United States. Iran says release of that money is a condition for its help in getting U.S. hostages in Lebanon freed. In Milwaukee, mystery writer John MacDonald is dead. Complications after heart surgery. He was 70 years old. MacDonald wrote 77 books, including the Travis McGee series. More after this.
You need calcium every day to help keep bone healthy. If you stop drinking milk, a prime source is gone. Add Caltrate to your diet with nature's purest, most concentrated form of calcium. Caltrate, calcium for healthy bone.
At Atlanta Airport, one of the busiest airports on this one of the busiest days of the travel year, fog set in. Outgoing flights were grounded for a couple of hours and thousands of people were held up. In the South, they say when you die before you go to heaven, you have to change planes in Atlanta. This is Charles Osgood. I'll be here later with the CBS Sunday Night News.
This is CBS.
Let's talk taxes. Might seem like a long uphill battle, but there is something you can do. When 87 rolls around, the tax man won't allow a full sales tax deduction on your new truck ever again. That's why the smart buyer will buy a new truck this week from their local Ford dealer. Ford trucks are rated the best-built American truck 6 years running. This Ford Ranger comes specially equipped to save you plenty. But time is running out. Better see your local Ford dealer now.
Good evening. This is Bridget Mahoney in the Newswatch 27 newsroom. Partly cloudy skies tonight, an overnight low of 25 degrees. Then mostly cloudy skies Monday with a high near 39, and we can expect a chance of flurries by Monday night. Here's what color weather radar shows this hour. It's 27 degrees.
Watch carefully. You're about to get a glimpse of the future. It's time we recognize kids for what they really are.
Hold that now. Go easy with me, you jackass. We have Bo attending for sure. Is that it, boys? Good job of delivery. I want to thank you. Appreciate it.
No thanks, Harlan.
Told Billy not to drink, and here I am doing the same damn thing. Ain't we a fine pair, John, you and me? Two of the best guns in East Texas. Stud rancher.
Oh, come on now, Harlan. It's only been 3 weeks. Billy and the others will be in touch with us soon for sure.
Not just that, it's us, you and me. It's the same as before.
What the hell are you aiming at? Come on, Harlan.
You took me and Billy under your wing. You made men out of us, and I thought you were some kind of a god, so I took second place. I was glad when you left, John. Lord, I've been aching to be on my own. Show what I could do without you.
I never held you back from doing what you
And
want
now?
to do.
Now you got me doing it again, once more. Going along with whatever you say, even against my own blood.
You didn't go along when I quit being an outlaw.
Well, why should I have? To be John Grail's deputy? When the sovereign state of Texas offered me a chance to toe the line, I still was an outlaw. Heart and soul, I probably still am. And you're a lawman. You always were. And even after the war, you tried longer than anybody else to walk the straight and narrow. Well, now you've got your chance to be honest John Grail. But what about the rest of us, huh? What about the rest of us?
Hey, Bambi, take a chill. Check this out.
Oh, like radically out of hand. Like the Lone Ranger or something, huh?
How?
Ooh, Bronco. Okay, yourself, son. What tribe are you?
Punk.
Now that's obvious.
Yeah, but what tribe are you, airhead?
That's a good question.
A gun! Well, good.
Outlaw.
Yeah, come on.
Damn! Outlaw! Outlaw! Mean man. Cutting short a partner's fun, Mr. Grail.
If you listen real careful, Mr. Pike, you'll hear them sirens the police announce their movements with nowadays. And they're heading right here.
Well, I'm leaving anyway. I'm gonna go out and get my brother.
Uh-huh.
You hear me? I'm leaving.
I hear you. Where'd you get that iron?
Pawn shop. Piece of junk.
You've been hitting more than you're missing.
Stamped out with a cookie cutter.
Harlan, Ice has come back home.
And Wolf? And Billy?
Alive. Been in a mess of trouble. Come on.
Well, you see, we made it as far as Austin, where we discovered a funhouse where the party never stopped. Then we bought ourselves some fancy new duds, tried to fit in. Real fashionable. Thank you, John. It's all very interesting, but doomed experiment. See, in New Orleans, before I came west, I worked in a place like that. But this place was different. Evil. That's what Wolf called it. Said it was vengeful fate. Catching up with his prodigal sons. Lord knows the man was right. See, a man can't indulge himself like that all the time. Man has got to risk more than just his heart. So we found ourselves in a game of 5-card draw with a 2-legged snake named Ballard. DJ Ballard. You see, Billy had lost just about all the money he had in his pocket. And that's when he bet one of those double eagles he was carrying. Sending more signals than a Comanche with a bonfire. But Billy took that somewhat amiss. They arrested us, along with Ballard. They pushed us through a joke of a trial, and they put us in this thing they call a work farm.
How long did it take for Billy to get back at this Ballard?
No, Ballard paid off a couple of the guards. They got Billy alone, beat him up real bad, and they put him in a steel shed and let him cook. By the time he got out, he was in bad shape. I got away to come and arrange a rescue.
What'd you have in mind, Ace?
Well, there's road work every Wednesday by the prisoners.
And today's Tuesday. So it is.
Afternoon, son. Why don't you just sit down right here and be real quiet? And everything will work out just splendidly. Understand?
Heard that hawk, didn't you, William?
Yeah, something's up, Wolf. I can feel it.
Sure hope DJ got the message. Coming up.
Boo. Billy, back off!
boys.
This is bringing somebody too.
On the same day as us? Yeah, not caring who gets hurt. Let's go.
You know when things really heat up? When we're inside the opponent's 30-yard line. That's when things get exciting, get hot. That's when you really start sweating. But you won't find me showering with the deodorant soap. I made a clean break with Ivory. Look, Ivory's good, honest soap. So I don't feel all covered up with deodorants or heavy perfumes. I just feel and smell clean. That's an honest clean.
Make a clean break with Ivory. You just can't beat Ivory's honest clean.
Even when you're not playing so hot.
Announcing the first diapers that can jump, twist, rock and roll, and stay virtually leak-proof morning till night. New Love's ultra-thin super baby pants. Watch, both diapers absorb water, but thick padding squeezes out. Love's padding seals water in. And thick padding can bunch up and tear apart when it's really wet. But Love's padding can stay together to stay virtually leak-proof morning till night. So flip, shake, rattle, and roll in New Love's super baby pants.
Why are you letting your cold keep you up? Toughing it out alone, shivering and shaking, coughing your night sweats, competing with a nose that runs like a champion, wishing you could breathe as well with your mouth closed as with it open, wondering what it was you did to deserve to be this sick. Why? When there's NyQuil, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, so you can rest medicine. From Vicks, of course.
Say, Tio Sancho, I'd love one of those great snacks you cook up, but it's game time.
I see.
If only you had something hot and crunchy.
Like these new extra-large crispy nachos?
Oh, sounds great, but don't tempt me, because I gotta run.
With specially seasoned melted cheddar cheese?
Just what I want if I had the time, which I don't.
Try these. New Tio Sancho microwave nachos.
Delicious.
I thought you were in a hurry.
Who's in a hurry? Introducing Tio Sancho's microwave nachos, the delicious snack you thought you didn't have time for.
That crazy.
Some punk cowboy who misjudged me once, and he's still at it. Adios, punk cowboy.
You ready, Rose?
Oh, wait a minute, honey. Okay, DJ, I got everything.
You positive, Rose? Maybe you need another 20 or 30 minutes to really check things out thoroughly, huh?
Come on, DJ. Quit being so mean. I need my purse, honey.
What are you looking at? Take that bus and dump it in the gully, huh?
I wouldn't do that, guys. I got plans for this band that don't include it doing no crash and burn.
At least not yet.
Why, you punk. You traitor.
See that man? You're crazy. That's why I'm getting out of here. Going against a guy with a gun in his hand. You are crazy. That's why the whole country's after us. We got pictures all over the place. Don't matter if you're making a hit or robbing a bank. You gotta shoot everything all to hell. Look, DJ. I'm not a snitch, huh? All I want to do is leave. It's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Come on now, Joe.
Stay back, Rose.
That's the most ridiculous.
Get away!
Joe.
Get away!
Well, hell. If that's the way you want it, go jump.
Rose.
Harlan?
Yeah.
Harlan, there's what's left of a body in there. And we found this.
Billy?
Lord, this is me again, speaking on behalf of us all who, even though we're not your best servants, do try to do the best that we can. Billy Pike was her friend, Lord, and her brother. We'd appreciate it if you would exercise your almighty patience and give him whatever break you saw fit. And Lord, we all know that old Billy was a wild and foolish buck, but he is also braver than Joshua. Or earlier today, he saved a little boy's life, and we was kind of hoping maybe you'd let that count for something. Maybe you could cut him a little slack or give him some time off due to good behavior. Amen.
Amen. Oh, Lord, there's always a chance this could maybe be one of your miracles. Billy Pike is alive out there somewhere. Of course, if this isn't William, you do your best for whoever it is. Thank you. Amen.
You killed my brother. This DJ Ballard's gonna die. Now he'll cut a wide and bloody path. His kind always does. So we're gonna have to waste a couple of days before we track him so that we can arm ourselves.
Harlan, we don't know for absolute sure that Billy's dead.
John, no more discussion.
Don't feel bad, fellas. In a week or two, you'll be hitting everything you shoot at.
The problem is, we don't have a week or two.
Mr. Finch, did you remember to bring those other weapons I talked about? You know, something a little more old-fashioned, for instance?
And a sight slower.
And not so damned ugly. Tough enough to get the job done.
Here's all I had in stock, fellers. They're older and slower, prettier, and tougher. They're antiques, boys. I mean, they're real antiques.
Mister, that's what we're talking about.
Now, them are pretty. Now, Billy, he would have liked this one.
Let me see that Navy coat. Yeah, let me take a look at that lightning there.
take the lot.
We got company.
I'll help Mr. Finch with his gear if you'll cover for us with the deputy.
Kind of lawman to lawman, huh?
Something like that. Mr. Finch, if you'll just follow us right down to the house, we can settle up down there. And...
The boys are not going anywhere. Not right now. You have my word on it.
These are arrest warrants, John, for Billy, Ice, and Wolf.
Yeah, they ain't changed much since my day.
What do you mean, your day?
I was associated with law enforcement, Maggie. Long ways back.
Well, then you should know better, John. I mean, they escaped with DJ Ballard from a state correction work crew.
They're innocent. Ballard's not.
They are wanted men.
Well, I certainly know that, Maggie.
Good Godfrey, John, this is serious. I had to convince my boss not to send more men out here. And then here y'all are, buying guns and shooting honeydews to hell and gone. A guard was wounded in the escape. He died this morning. There is also serious speculation that the men who helped Billy and the others escape, on horseback, John, that those men are also part of Ballard's group and just as responsible.
That's not true.
I know they are your friends, but give it up, John.
Give it up. Maggie, once upon a long time ago, down there, where the grasslands meet the hills, a small raiding party of Eastern Comanches got themselves surrounded and cut off. Instead of giving it up, they decided to fight. Stand the ground. Texans outmanned them, outgunned them. But they sung the death chant, and they went down to the last brave. I understand now why they were dying. I understand now what they was dying for. Freedom, Maggie. Don't ever let anyone take that away from you. No matter what. Neither freedom nor your good name. That's what Ballard did to us. That's why we won't give it up.
Revenge.
Justice.
Where's Billy?
We don't know for certain. Where's Ballard?
Good God, John, you're going after Ballard?
Yes, Maggie. If you'll allow us.
Not a chance, John. You are all under...
Deputy Randall.
Don't draw.
Please, ma'am.
Ma'am?
Well, John, so much for lawman to lawman.
It's not your fault, Maggie. I mean, you know, if there were four of us, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
Deputy Randall?
My sincerest apologies, ma'am.
I should have come out here with a SWAT team. Never talked at all.
Ma'am.
I should have just come out here, arrested all you courtly gentlemen, and thrown you in the slam.
Yes, ma'am. Maybe that would have been better.
Let the police handle this, John. Ballard and the others are killers, and if you do catch up with them...
Maggie, don't worry. Me and these boys have had a pretty fair amount of experience in that area. Ballard will swing, one way or another.
We'll will him down to size.
Force him to atone for his many transgressions.
But we will have him weep some first.
Who are you?
Outlaws. Outlaws who have seen the light. Adios, Maggie.
We'll head for the New Mexico border.
Where Ballard jumped the roadblock.
That's right.
He won't get far.
Let's hope not.
So let's do it.
Amen.
Slow and easy.
All the way. To the hilt. Amen. Amen.
Adios.
Introducing the limited edition Toyota trucks. They're loaded with extras, but you save money. Save on a chrome package. Save on sports striping. Save on sporty wheels. A chrome step bumper. Save up to $723. Save on a deluxe interior. AM/FM with cassette. And with Toyota's special factory-to-dealer incentives, you could save even more. Toyota, looking out for you by saving you money.
I need a train and a track heading out of town. I need to kiss goodbye to the ups and downs. I need some time well spent with some just plain folks. I want a good hot meal and real bad jokes. I need home cooking. I need a whole lot of love, and I tell you, kid, if Mom didn't cook it, Swanson did. I need home cooking.
When you're not home cooking, Swanson is.
Sarah Lewington suffers from frequent sinus headaches.
A lot of pressure right here and a lot of pain all around the eyes.
To relieve the pain and pressure of her sinus headache, Sarah Lewington took a maximum strength pain reliever with a maximum strength pressure reliever. Tylenol sinus medication.
My sinus headache is gone. No more pain and no more pressure. I feel like a different lady. I feel like $1,000,000.
Tylenol sinus medication for maximum sinus headache relief.
When you've got good taste, it shows. Martini and Rossi, ice spumante, the celebration grows. A good taste for good friends, a star everybody knows. Martini and Rossi, ice spumante, when you've got good taste, it shows. Martini and Rossi, ice spumante, when you've got good
We will return to Outlaws, starring Rod Taylor.
Monday, Newhart gets down and dirty in the search for a TV hostess.
If I get this job, it would make me so amazingly, fantastically excited.
That's something I'd like to see.
And Pop greets a divine visitor.
Do I detect a note of unpleasantness?
Who holds an ancient grudge.
An opinionated blowhard!
The Kavanaughs.
We're very glad to meet you, Oliver.
George C. Scott stars in the classic motion picture.
I'm Oliver Twist.
This superb production will take you from the depths of 19th century London to the splendors of Victorian society. A world that can change in a moment. Oliver Twist, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
The countdown will begin.
A close encounter.
It doesn't make sense.
A deadly plan.
Oh, no.
Brand new action from the Wizard.
No! Jump, Simon!
This is CBS.
It's my Vindicator on my front porch. Carl Basic. How are things in Trumbull County?
Looking up.
Tim Fitzpatrick. How's everything at City Hall?
Wait till you read about the last council meeting.
Karen Guy, court reporter.
Great, from marriages to murder trials.
Bert D'Souza. You sure keep the heat on those politicians.
I'm glad you noticed.
Oh, please, all of you, come in. Where are my manners? About that editorial, you...
Here's your Vindicator, Mrs. Bryan.
Good evening, I'm Bridget Mahoney. If you spend any time outdoors today, you may have noticed some people with binoculars looking skyward. And what were they spying on? Birds. Today was the annual Christmas bird count, and a small group locally dedicated their day to counting and listing every bird they saw. There has been a bird census every year since the turn of the century.
It's New Year's week on TV 27's Money Movie. Monday at 4, Run Wild, Run Free. That's the Money Movie at 4 on TV 27, Youngstown.
Here's what radar shows this hour. Partly cloudy skies overnight, a low of 25. Cloudy and 39 tomorrow. Join us when the News Watch continues following the CBS Sunday night movie.
Wolf? Didn't see nothing worth mentioning.
All right. One more time.
Darling, give it a rest.
Give yourself a rest.
Ballard went through the roadblock here at Farwell, Texas. Went then across the New Mexico line here. Now, them New Mexican lawmen, they have their roadblock here and here. There's only one road in or out.
That means Ballard was underground and he's holed up between Clovis, New Mexico, and right where we are now. That's the White River, south.
Damn it. Harlan. We've been over that. We've been over that. With a fine-tooth comb. All of it.
Harlan, why don't you calm down and have yourself some coffee? I kind of like it here. Like freedom. I like the smells, taste. Kind of reminds me of the woman who gave me this Dawson. I'm just a poor, wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe. But there's no sickness, no toil, no danger in that bright world to which I go. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there no more to roam. Just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. I knew it. About time you boys got here. Billy? What the hot burning damn took you so long, Harlan? What'd you do that for?
Why didn't you use one of them telephones and call me?
Well, I tried. You know those ones by the side of the road like little outhouses?
Yeah?
I couldn't read the damn directions. And it was hard enough staying on Ballard's trail as it was.
There.
Ballard and the others boarded up back there. I've been watching them and waiting. No sleep, no food. I was afraid he might leave before you boys got here. I didn't think to see you on this, Sheriff.
John's the only one that had the true faith. He's the only one that really believed you was alive.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How come?
Well, you're way too ornery to die, Billy. Not yet, anyway.
Did you jokers bring me any clothes? No.
Bought this to replace the one you lost, will you?
Where's the hat, Harlan? Feel kind of naked without it.
Use my extra.
Left yours on a sad little grave outside of Austin. That wasn't me.
Well, we thought it was you. Me and John even said some real nice sentiments of you.
I'm truly sorry I've caused you grief, Harlan. And I'd be just proud as hell to wear your extra. You say Ballard was holed up? Just a couple miles as the crow flies. We should be there by first light.
Fresh tracks.
Let's go.
Red? Oh, it's okay. Go get him, Harlan. Full bore.
You listen close, lady. I'm getting real tired of being polite.
Come on, man. Where was Ballard heading when he left here?
Go jump.
Sooner or later, Miss Rose, you are going to tell us what we need to know.
Why don't you leave her alone, Harlan? Oh, this is just like you two ganging up on a body, hitting them from both sides.
Well, what would you prefer, Romeo? We could do a little courting, maybe a bunch of flowers, some candy.
Billy, it's not your fault Ballard got away. Now, she's the only one who can tell us. Tell us what we gotta know.
And we ain't got time for any more niceties.
She did put a bullet in Brother Wolf.
Girl just creased me, that's all. What's all this talk about no more niceties, Harlan? Good Lord, you're getting to sound like everybody else in this faith-starved world. Justifying doing wrong because everybody else is doing wrong.
Say, ma'am, you like a little drink or something? Maybe a bite to eat?
No one's ever done that before.
Done what?
Stood up for me.
Ballard did that to you, Rose, didn't he?
So where'd you get yours?
I guess you could say Ballard, same as yours.
I know what you're thinking. We had our good times too, you know. Maybe not a lot of good times, but I never did expect too much from DJ anyway. I saved his life, you know. I saved his life. And then last night he gets real strange, and then he hit me. And he just kept on hitting me. You wouldn't do that, would you?
Yeah.
What'll happen to me if I tell you?
Nothing's gonna happen to you.
They're flying to Los Angeles. DJ has a deal working to sell the money from the Denver job.
Sell the money.
Yeah. You know, the recorded serial numbers on all the bills. Hot money.
Sure. Hot money.
Yeah. Then they're leaving the country. Brazil or South America or something.
Where in Los Angeles is he gonna meet these other people?
Give me a piece of paper, I'll draw you a map.
Hey, ma'am.
Never saw that side of your coin before, kid.
Well, what do you want?
I don't want nothing, Billy, but back there, the way you handle the situation, the way you listen to that girl. You know how your pa was my best friend, and you know how he gave his life. I thought he was gone, but he isn't. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, well, if you think that pretty speech changes anything between us, Grail, you couldn't be more mistaken.
Well, I didn't think that for a minute, Billy. Didn't think that for a minute.
This is the Fuller family. The Fullers have just filled full with 4 fried foods. And this is the fullest the Fullers have ever felt, folks. Alka-Seltzer to the rescue. Alka-Seltzer fights your acid indigestion and fixes your headache in a flash. Send Alka-Seltzer to the rescue and feel your finest fast.
Alka-Seltzer to the rescue.
Also try flavored Alka-Seltzer with a sparkling fresh taste of lemon lime.
Stop squirming. Sucrete spray will take care of your sore throat. Trust me.
For temporary relief of minor sore throat pain, Sucrets last twice as long as the other leading brand.
Maximum strength Sucrete spray lasts twice as long.
Morris, new dinner.
It's a trap.
It's 9 Lives' new Hardy Ground.
9 Lives?
Morris!
New 9 Lives Hearty Ground Dinners. More texture, more temptation. 9 Lives, my heartiest congratulations.
This could be a carpet's most damaging enemy, ordinary fruit punch. And it's about to put these 2 pieces of carpet to the test. One is new DuPont certified Stainmaster carpet. The other a leading carpet with the best known stain guard. After cleaning with just water, the Stainmaster advantage becomes obvious. Unbelievable? Prove it yourself at this display in carpet stores everywhere. Because until you've seen it, you've never seen anything like it. New Stainmaster from DuPont Carpet Fibers.
I love to tap dance and it's clear to me sheer energy feels great. Everyone knows. Legs, pantyhose. My legs will survive today. I'm alive today and revived today. Energized today, vitalized today. No surprise today. It's my sheer energy. Sheer energy massages when I move. My legs are feeling soothed and it's great to be in sheer energy.
Hairier than when we rode the Lightning. But it's a wonderment, isn't it?
I'll take the Lightning any day.
When they went into the firmament, I heard the noise of their wings like the noise of the great waters.
God, Harland. I wish my gun weren't packed away in the baggage compartment.
Could your gun do you now, Billy?
If I had my gun, I could shoot myself. Or this damn sardine can falls down.
His troops. I'll tell DJ. You stay here until I call you. Any shooting, come quick.
Hell, Luther. By this time tomorrow, we'll be sitting in Rio with the margarita in one hand and the senorita in the other.
Don't cut your senoritas yet, man.
Pessimist.
It's Arroyo.
About time.
Diaz is with him.
Hey, DJ! What's it do, Chico? How you doing, man?
This is Ramon, you Cuban jerk. Long time, mi amigo. Long time. Give me a hug, Killer. Come on. Come on.
Hey, DJ. Man, you're becoming well known. A regular Juan Dillinger.
Me? Whose picture do we see in the Miami post office, huh? Luther, tell them, man, whose picture we saw.
Mr. Ramon Arroyo's.
Me? The one and only?
Two cars that way. You know, we may or may not come out of this in one piece. But I gotta say, it's been a privilege to ride with you boys again.
Likewise, John. But I wouldn't worry about it. We're dead men already.
So, let's do it.
Hey, man. Slow and easy.
All the way.
To the hilt. Talking about? Are you crazy or what?
The three of them are in the slam with you, man. And that kid, remember the one we blew up the road? It's them. And there's two guys with them. It's the Cowboys, man.
What's going on, DJ? This is beginning to make me nervous.
Rip-off artists. They tried to jump us once before.
Right, they've been dogging us. They must have picked up on the kind of money we got here.
What are they, cops?
Three of them went to prison with me. Some hick jail in Texas. Cowboys, huh? Don't worry, we got 8. They got 5, no problem, right?
Maybe more. Straight in. You okay?
Yeah, I'll make it. Well?
Just lost me a good watch, that's all.
This is not so easy.
I got ya! Stay where you are, though!
Got it, boys. Come on, let's join the party.
Damn it, they're out of range.
We'll flank them, DJ.
I count 5 guns left.
Odds of backing off, baby.
These boys should take their time and aim straighter.
Obliged that they don't, thank you.
If they got any sense, they should be working their way alongside us.
Look at this coming!
You cowboys want a showdown? Huh? Come on!
Over here.
Who's next? Come on, who's next?
Here. Meet your maker with a smile, Ballard.
My turn, Mr. Ballard.
Pick it up and use it, you piece of dirt.
Didn't put up much of a fight.
Oh. See if we can find you a better one next time, huh?
I want to thank you for covering me back there.
Hellfire, Grail. It only made the whole play that much more interesting.
It's going to be real interesting when the police arrive.
That's the Lord's truth.
Hey, but wait a minute now. This time we're all on the side of law and order, right, Sheriff?
Right, Bill.
That's an absolute fact.
The fallen have become righteous.
When asked about their background, John Grail replied that he and his partners were hit by lightning back in 1899 and rode the bolt to the present time.
Oh, sure.
And so, Mr. Grail continued, our backgrounds wouldn't be of much interest to you fellas nowadays. Good Godfrey, wouldn't that be a strange thing?
Come on, it's a gag or a joke. Maybe they just like the privacy.
Smart is what it is. You can just wait. Them good old boys are going to be up to their ears in clients for too long.
Yeah, one of the craziest jobs in the book.
I'll settle for that.
Do not try to adjust your TV, as this is just being in. Just as we started this commercial, it began to snow.
Well, that is okay, because we wanted to talk about coolers for cold weather anyway. Just heat up a bottle of the Bartles & James Premium Wine Cooler and add a cinnamon stick. That way, instead of the perfect cooler downer, you have the perfect warmer upper. So enjoy Bartles & James warmed up this winter, and we hope to see you again soon. Thank you for your support.
You Earth people keep stars in a bowl?
Campbell's Chicken and Star Soup.
Campbell's tastes good.
Kids love Campbell's special soups for kids.
I like your planet. Good food.
Now I can open Campbell's soup with my bare hands. I didn't even know you could get Campbell's soup in a box.
The dry soup's so good,
Noodles.
you know it's Campbell's.
Campbell's soup is good food.
Why do we make Future shine with tough acrylic? Because we know what your floor goes through in a day. Future stands up to any kind of traffic, even messy spills. Future with clear acrylic, the tough shine for your high traffic floor.
I oiled it.
Kids are born stain makers.
Oops.
Oh, now with more cleaning power.
This is Charlie Rose. John Kenneth Galbraith on the future of the economy and last-minute tips for beating tax reform tomorrow on the CBS Morning News.
Hey, I hope you guys like the Outlaws. It did go 12 episodes. Like I said, I did not remember this. I'm going to be watching this around the same time you guys are. So I hope you guys enjoy this, because I'm going to watch it, because this is just a weird concept. And they end up in the modern day. I know it's not quite sci-fi, but it does have time travel. So it does kind of get away from the sci-fi elements in later episodes, because they're already here, so there's no real sci-fi. But you got William Lucking, I know what I want to say, Lucking, who was from Sons of Anarchy. You have character actor Charles Napier, who's in a ton of movies. And you have the one only Richard Roundtree. That's right, Shaft. So, you know, I'm going to keep going, because like I said, I haven't seen this stuff in a long time. I don't even know if I watched all 12 episodes when I refound it a while back. But I hope you enjoyed it. So, here we go, guys. Remember, every Monday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, Group Therapy TV, I have some really cool interviews coming up, and some to soon be aired, and some that I'm getting ready to record. SciFridays, you're already watching it, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Fridays. Saturday Morning Serials, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will be at the Jim and Dan comic show coming up in August. And I will be at the Haunted Screams Expo September 17th and 18th in Hampton Beach, Virginia. And November, the return of Pickle Comic Con. So I will be posting those dates soon. And all that fun stuff. So I hope you guys had fun tonight. I know it's a weird combination of stuff. Hopefully this episode will be able to air. So if not, this will be a really massively disjointed short episode, or I might just scrap it. And we'll just scrap a week and come back. So I hope you guys have fun tonight. I hope you guys have fun tomorrow. I hope you guys always have fun. And I will see you next time for Saturday morning. It's Saturday morning. I'm already getting ahead of myself by almost 12 hours. I will see you next SciFriday for more sci-fi and more funniness. So enjoy, take care, and I will see you all later.